Yo, we are back. What's up, everybody? What's up? Um, we're back with another card, and I hope this card, or at least I hope this main event, is a lot better than the previous ones we got earlier this afternoon. All right, if you guys were here, I was able to cover the who fought John Ryder against Zach Parker fight, and Dillian White against Jermaine Franklin. Okay, undercard fights were pretty good. The main events were pretty bad. So I'm hoping Regis Prograis and Jose Zepeda will deliver, which I believe it will. I mean, it has no reason not to deliver, you know. Um, but yeah, this fight is on Fight TV pay per view. I just paid $59.99, I believe, so $60 for this fight. But I don't know which fights on the undercard they're going to show. All right. I see Jalalov is fighting on his this undercard. I see Yocosta Valet is going to be on this undercard. You got Fernando Vargas on this card. Armando Vargas is on this card. I just don't know which fights they're showing. Armando Vargas already fought. Okay. So I don't really know. I don't believe the fight should be $60, but it is a good fight, and I am going to support Regis Prograis and Jose Zepeda, who's been giving us good fights for years on 140. And I think it's a great time to have this fight, and it is a championship fight. This fight is going to be for the WBC title down at 140. It's vacated. This is a title that Josh Taylor did have, but he vacated 3 of the 4 titles since he went up and became undisputed. All right, so this card is on Fight TV. Like I said, don't know which fights are going to be shown here on the undercard, but I'm excited for the main event. You know, uh, Jalolev fight next. Okay, what's up, Adari? What's up with you? What's up, Ralph? Good to see you back here. You know, I'm so tired, man. I was so tired from doing the coverage earlier. But you got to knock this one out because this is the fight of the day for me. This is the biggest fight of them all. What's up, Khan Enigma? What's happening with you, Media? Santiago Media. What's up with you? All right. Um. So look, if you weren't here earlier, like I said, I was able to cover the fights. What's up, him, Dion, Boxing, Mr. Julio? What's up? Um. I covered the fight earlier, and I haven't gone back. I haven't heard the post-fight interviews or anything like that. But Zach Parker basically retired it in this corner, complaining of a broken hand, and after the 4th round. And you guys saw my reaction. I didn't like that. I kind of went off on Zach Parker a little bit. And listen, my thoughts is this: I'm not saying that his hand isn't broken. Or I'm not saying he's lying about it. I'm not saying any of that. I mean, he obviously would have to prove it. My issue is his reaction of losing a fight, way too friendly. It kind of looked like he was looking for a way out at the moment. At the time, it looked like John Ryder was putting a lot of pressure on him. Okay. And Zach, from the commentary I was given, from what I was seeing at the moment, it looked like Zach was having a hard time dealing with John Ryder's pressure. It looks similar to the fight that I believe Zach Parker lost to Williams in a robbery, in my opinion, where he also claimed he hurt his hand. So with that being said, just not impressed. I thought he was going to win the fight. I'm not bitter that he lost. It's just the way that he lost and the way he looked losing. It seemed like he was real friendly for a guy that lost, and I just wasn't feeling it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting here calling him a quitter and all of that stuff. Like, if your hand is broken, if it is broken, whatever. But the way he went out, just way too friendly, going over the corner, the smiling and all this. I didn't like that. It just kind of turned me off. And whatever. As far as Dillian White and Jermaine Franklin, Wasn't a good performance from Dillian White. All right, probably one of the worst performances I've seen from him. You know, if he is gonna really go against Anthony Joshua next, I'm not really expecting him to give Joshua much of a fight. You know, I mean, he's clearly on a decline. You know, not only getting knocked out two of his last three fights before this fight, but going into this fight with Jermaine Franklin and performing like that. Um, you know, Franklin believes that he was robbed. I would have to go back to the fight and watch the whole fight because I was covering both fights at the same time. And once I started doing that, I wasn't able to score the rounds unless I watched the full round. You know, but from what I was seeing, it looked like Jermaine Franklin was giving him a lot of issues. It seems like Jermaine Franklin to me looked like the more consistent fighter of the two. White had his moments, but Franklin to me looked more consistent from what I saw. All right. Dillian White just didn't look that good, you know, and Franklin, from what I've seen in his film study that I've done in his fights in 2019, he looked a lot faster back then. He was a lot lighter. You know, he put on a lot of weight in his last couple of years. Just wasn't impressed, you know, with Dillian White, you know, so it is what it is. All right. One foot out the door says Bacoli versus Franklin. That's cool. I'm cool with that fight. What's up, Jamal? What's good with you? Um, you know, I mean, it is what it is. All right. Franklin, you know, I'm not going to sit here and hype him up now, though, because Dillian White looked bad. Because at the end of the day, Dillian White looked really bad. You know, so I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, Franklin did this. Franklin did good. I think Franklin fought smarter than he usually does. And it's probably because of who he was facing. But, you know, I thought that Dillian White just underperformed. You know, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I seen Dillian White look way better. You know, he just didn't look good. Didn't look strong. He didn't look motivated. And he looked like he burnt out pretty early in the fight, to be honest. You know? So it looks like we're going to get about maybe five fights on this card. Okay, so it's going to be a long night. We probably won't be getting the Prograis Zepeda fight until like midnight. All right, so it looks like it's going to be a long fight, which I was hoping maybe it was a 4-fight card, but it looks like it's a 5-fight card, so we'll see. All right. Pito, what's up? Wavy. I'm hoping Prograis destroys the Zepeda after he destroyed Josue Vargas. Oh, okay. I mean, I'm rooting for Prograis, but you know, I'm not really mad at Zepeda knocking out Josue the way he did. Because honestly, I thought Josue, even though he's from the Bronx and everything, I think he was doing a little too much before that fight. It was kind of annoying me. So I'm not really, you know, I like Jose Zepeda. I'm just against him for this fight because I like Prograis more. But Josue kind of got what he deserved, in my opinion, you know. Um, but yeah, that's how I feel about that. Football says, hey, Wade, just got back from covering the O2 card. What did you think of Ryder before the injury? Hamza, Shiraz too. Well, I thought from what I saw, because I was covering both cards, from what I saw, Ryder was putting that pressure on Parker, and Parker looked very uncomfortable in there. You know, they didn't look like the Parker that I saw in those 5 victories he got recently. That looked like the Parker that was getting beaten up by Williams in that fight that I thought he lost. All right, that looked like that Parker. It looked like the pressure was really getting to him, you know, and he was being forced against the ropes and forced to fight on his back foot the entire time. You know, I just didn't see much really going on there, you know, outside of sneaking some shots in there. You know, it looked like Ryder was in control of that fight. He was really putting the pressure in. And Ryder, you know, was crazy because another point that I want to make, Parker lost the fight right? Because of the injury. But it looked like Ryder was more disappointed that the fight was over than Parker, you know? Yeah, Ryder at the very end, he celebrated for him to win. But when he found out it was over, look at the face of John Ryder. He looked like he was disappointing at the fact that the fight was over. Whereas Parker looked like he was relieved that the fight was over. And that's my complaint on Parker. And that's why I never want to cover one of his fights again. You know? Apollo asked, do you think the winner of this fight Teofimo? Yeah, well, if Teofimo actually beats Sandor Martin, it's not an easy fight. All right, so we gotta just wait and see how that go. That'd be a great fight. I would love to see Teo. I mean, there's been some talk between Teo and Regis Prograis for a while. I do not think Teofimo Lopez beats Teofimo. I mean, Regis Prograis. But I don't want to talk about that. I want to wait and see how they both look in these fights. I want to see how Prograis looks tonight. Zepeda looks. I want to see how Teofimo looks next fights too. Smooth Will, what's happening with you? El Chivo asks, Boxingwave, what are Zepeda's chances of winning? Do you see a KO or a decision? I see a KO from Prograis. I'm not saying that Zepeda doesn't have a chance here, but if this is a fight that actually goes to the scorecards, I see Prograis even winning on the scorecards. All right, Fernando Vargas Jr. is entering the ring now with his dad. All right. But yeah, I personally have Prograis winning by stoppage. But I think even if it were to go to a decision, I see Prograis winning. I think Prograis can outbox him and knock him out. Whereas Zepeda, I can see Zepeda possibly knocking out Prograis, if he gets reckless. But I don't see Zepeda outboxing Prograis. I just don't see it. I'm very, very confident that Prograis is going to win this fight. And I believe it's going to be by knockout. But even if it goes to the scorecards, I see Prograis winning on points as well. I think he's a better boxer, and I think he's a better KO artist between the two. I think mainly because of Cepeda's defense. I think he's just too easy to hit. I mean, he boxes well overall, but he's there to get hit for sure. He's definitely there to get hit. I mean, both of them, they're both southpaws, and they both have a lot of experience fighting other southpaws. I don't think it's really about that. But overall, from what I've seen from Regis Prograis, I think he should be able to pull the fight off and probably hurt Zepeda. All right. Zepeda's been down. He's been hurt. I'm not going to even count the stoppage he has on his resume because it's due from an injury. But he's been down. He's been hurt. He's been caught by a lot of fighters. This thing, Regis Prograis, is going to be too much for him. Right? Should be a good fight, though. Apollo asked, do I think Gary Antoine Russell is in the top 5 of the 140 division? No, I think he's a top 10 for sure. Top 5, not yet. I would put I still put Josh Taylor, Ramirez, Catterall. I would put Regis Prograis over him. I would put Jose Zepeda over him. I would put a few people over him before I just put him in the top 5. But I think he's definitely in the top 10. For sure. Top 10 for sure. All right. I think maybe Sandor Martin is in the top 10. Teofimo Lopez is in the top 10. Oh, Teofimo Lopez, I'm still waiting to see what he can do at 140. So I don't want to rank him yet. All right. Sergey Libyets is back down in the division as well. You got Brandon Lee out there. Montana Love. I don't really know anymore, because of that last performance. Stevie Spark definitely was winning that fight to me. All right. A lot of fighters are always looking for a way out. And I think that's exactly what happened today. with Mr. Zach Parker. Even though he does have an injury, I still don't believe he wanted to be in there. Yeah, 1 foot out the door. Thank you for the donation, man. Chipping in on the pay-per-view. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you. I don't stream any fights. All right. If I especially if I'm covering them. You know, if I'm covering any fights, I pay for them because I look at it as I'm making money off, you know, doing this commentary. So I'm not gonna just freebie it and stuff, you know. Yeah, and that, you know what, to be honest, that last fight with Gary and Barthélemy was kind of weird, you know. It was kind of weird. I think the stoppage was definitely unnecessary, you know, and it was a very, very competitive fight. And I think Barthélemy started to really expose a lot of flaws with Russell in that fight, you know. Definitely was exposing him a little bit, some of the defensive flaws he has. All right. So Vargas is fighting Martinez right now. Not too familiar with Martinez, but I'll look him up real quick. But we're in round 1 of Vargas Jr. All right, Fernando Vargas Jr. I didn't know he was fighting at 150. I thought he was a little less. Maybe I was confusing him with the other brother. All right, but Vargas is coming out. He's southpaw, already landed a big left hand. Landed another left hand, has Martinez trapped in the corner momentarily. Alejandro Martinez, yeah, pretty much a journeyman. 3 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw. And so far, Fernando Vargas is 6 wins with 6 knockouts. All right. Yeah, Vargas looks like he's just trying to box. You know, he looks very relaxed. Doesn't look like he's trying to rush a KO here. You know, he's fainting. I'm using nice pull counter by Vargas lands. He's looking good though. He's boxing. He looks very quick. Showing some defensive awareness here, even though he's definitely on a different level than his opponent here. I like the setups. Oh, nice left hand lands straight down the pipe. I like the counters that I'm seeing here. Another left hand lands for Vargas. He's probably going to get Martinez out of here really soon because he's putting on some real damage here so far. Yeah, Martinez is going to have to close the distance and get low and try to get in. But Vargas is doing a good job with the quick step backs. Showing us a little bit of angles here. Showboating a little bit, but he looks good so far. He looks pretty good. Yeah, please smash that like button for me. Thank you. Vargas got to be a little bit careful on the inside. I seen at the end of that round, he kind of like threw a looping right hand, like a hook. While Martinez was way too far on his right, he didn't pivot. He kind of like was off balance and threw a right hand. I think if he fought a better fighter, all right, and he were to get hit, he could have got dropped. Not even from a hard shot, just from being off balance. So he has to be very, very careful with that, with his foot placement, you know. But it looks like, you know, he's still working on things. You know, I think they're doing the right thing. Just keep putting him in there and let him keep learning. Looks really good. I think he's only like what 23 years old. How old is he? Oh, he's 26. All right. But I like to see that he's not rushing and just trying to get a quick knockout here. I kind of want to see some skills from him. I want to see him display some sort of defense. Nice left hand caught Martinez, and Martinez forced to tie up with him here in the second round, right in the beginning of the second round. Big size disadvantage for Martinez here. I mean, these guys look like they're at least two weight classes apart, you know. And Martinez is kind of like he's being forced to fight on his back foot here. Vargas is trying to get him out of here now. Vargas is just all over him now. Martinez is against the ropes. Vargas lands another left hand up top, another one to the body. Another left hand lands for Vargas. Nice left to the body. Nice right to the body. I'm sorry. Nice right to the body from Vargas, and then left hand up top. Nice combo. Nice left and right. Vargas has him in trouble again, and Martinez is forced again to tie up. It's all about when Vargas. I mean, this is a 6-rounder. I doubt we get to 6. Vargas seems to start to put up the pressure a little bit. Martinez is tough though. He's eaten a lot of shots here in this fight. Hasn't gone down yet. I mean, he's gotten rocked a few times, but he doesn't seem to be badly hurt. He's not bleeding or anything like that. No swelling. He's still in the fight. I mean, he's not really doing anything, but he survived. Oh, big right hand. Oh, there you go. Vargas had him hurt bad with a right hook. There he goes. He caught a right hook and he wobbled all around before getting dropped. He's up, but he's still unsteady. His legs are still unsteady. He seems to be all right, though. Looks like the ref is going to let him continue. All right, but let's see if Vargas gets him out of there. We still got 20 seconds left, and it's over. Soon as he continued, Vargas caught him with a big shot, and the fight is done in the second round. Yeah, I don't even think that last shot was clean. But the first right hook that dropped him hurt him bad. I don't think the second shot was really that clean. But it is what it is. I don't think he was fully recovered by the time he got up. Con Enigma says Lopez has to show some at 140 before I put him up there. He has the skills. Want to see how he gets in with the top guys. Yeah, I agree. I can't really rate him at 140 right now. Smooth Will says, Boxingwave, how long is boxing going to continue with these robbery decisions before the government or somebody steps in to form a commission? I really don't know. I don't know if boxing is gonna ever really be regulated. It may be at some point, but I don't know. I think I just don't know. I think if they were gonna step in and get involved, get more involved, they would have done it by now. I really just don't know at this point. I don't know. I don't have an answer. Robberies is part of the sport. This has been a part of the sport for a very, very long time. I don't know. It's been a part of the sport. I don't think the robberies is going to be a thing that changes how this sport is regulated. I really don't think that. I think it's more like if they ever were to step in, like really step in, it's because of a safety issue. I think if there's like, an increase in amount of deaths, like a real huge jump, maybe they'll step in. But I just don't really know. You know, I'm surprised they haven't got involved yet because, when it comes to the government, you would think that they want to get involved and get their money, just for the money of it, just because they want to get paid another a percentage of what these fighters are getting paid. But I don't know. I really don't know. The fight is on pay-per-view. It's on Fight TV. All right. It's a $60 pay-per-view, actually. So, Corey, I don't know if you're willing to pay that, but that's what they're charging tonight. All right, so Fernando Vargas stops Martinez in the second round. He is now 7 wins, 7 knockouts, 0 losses, 0 draws. And you see the whole Vargas family here. Oh, yeah. Man, I'm tired. I wonder what division he's really good at because I think he's like around 150. Um, and I see that he's gone up as far as middleweight. I wonder what division he's probably going to end up sticking around at 154. I mean, he's 5'11, so he's a decent height. 72-inch reach, which is for that weight class, it's decent. You know, it's not bad. It's just kind of like average, to be honest. Um, but yeah, he's probably gonna stick around at 5'11. I mean, he's a good fight. He's a good height. I think he should stick around at 154 if he could continue to make weight there. Which brother is the best one so far? I think I don't know which. Yeah, I gotta. I don't know which one is. I know the one that's medium, like the middle, and as far as size. All right, the one with the shorter hair. I think he is really good, but I don't know if he's better than the tallest one. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta know. I gotta figure their names out. I think I've only saw the shortest one once, the one with the curly hair. Emiliano. Which one is Emiliano? Is that the one with the curly hair or the one I was just saying before? Uh I think he might be, if it's the one that's in the middle in height, I think he might be the more impressive one that I've seen. Because I remember watching his pro debut, and I thought, like, even in his pro debut, that I was like, oh, he's pretty damn good, you know? Karate, what's up, man? I put any money on a Prograis Zepeda? Yeah, I put money on Prograis winning by knockout. I did. I'm already down one fight because I picked what's it called? I picked Zach Parker to beat John Ryder. So I'm down on that one. Even though Dillian White, I predicted him to win. I didn't put any money down for that one. I only put money down for Prograis and Zepeda, and also the Zach Parker fight. Thank you for the donation, by the way. Oh, thank you for Carrie for donating to me on the Snapchat, or not Snapchat, the Cash App. Appreciate you. I know you're probably listening somewhere, but thank you for donating to Snapchat as well. I keep saying Snapchat. What is it called? Cash App. All right. Santiago says junior, middleweight, a model, equal featherweight, curly hair. The youngest is Emiliano, the best amateur of the three, signed the top rank. Okay. That's the one that I saw the pro debut, and I was like, wow, okay, he looks better than the tallest one here. Even though the tallest one here looks good too. Um, the other one stood out to me the first time I seen him fight for sure. You know, yeah. Karate say I put 4K on Sandy Ryan and Progress Parlay. Okay, got you. They're showing Progress entering the arena now. Oh, that was earlier. That was like an hour ago. Anybody here got Zepeda winning? Anyone in the chat? I think I saw one person that picked Zepeda in my last live earlier today. Any of you guys that's watching now got Zepeda winning the fight? And if you do have him winning, do you have him winning by stoppage? You got him winning a decision? What do you guys got? Uh, Aaron don't think anyone is getting stopped. I hear you. Yeah, I wanted to get the extra money and I'm not saying that's influence in me. I just think that I really believe that Cepeda is just too easy to hit. I don't think he's a terrible defender, but I think against an A-level fighter like Prograis, I think you know, he's gonna get hurt. Uh Graffiti asks, any thoughts on what Crawford does after his next fight? I'm expecting possibly Ortiz Jr. If not revisiting the Crawford fight, I say Ortiz Jr. fight for the WBO mandatory. Because if Ortiz doesn't take his mandatory or at least force the fight, he's gonna look like a duck, you know. So I think Ortiz Jr., if Crawford doesn't revisit the fight with Spence, I think Ortiz and Crawford is next. I don't know when exactly, but I see that being next. You know, so we'll have to wait and see. I don't know. I that whole division left a whole bad taste in my mouth, man. I don't even know what's really gonna happen at this point. But all right. So this fight, I think we got Charles Conwell against Juan Carlos Abreu. All right. Um, not familiar. Who did see? Oh, okay. Oh, I remember watching Abreu and Jerron Ennis fight. It was actually a pretty good fight up into the stoppage. Um, but Abreu been in there with a lot of people. I'm not too familiar with Charles Conwell though. Yeah, I'm not familiar. I see he fought Patrick Day. I'm not really familiar with Charles Conwell. All right, but I've seen Abreu fight. So we'll see. Regis is hittable too. I just think one is a lot more hittable than the other. What's up, Afro Rican G? Yeah, this is a pay per view. What's up, Maker? What's good with you? I don't think it's any debate that Regis Prograis is a lot better defensively, Aaron. I think you need to go back and watch his fights. He's a lot better defensively than Jose Zepeda. It's not even close. It's not close. He's better. He definitely moves his whole defensive game is different. Yeah, Zepeda is a slug. Zepeda could be a slugger, but I've seen fights like when he fought Ramirez, I felt like he was boxing good in that fight. I think he boxed well in that fight. Even though he lost, that was one of those debatable ones. Um, but in the Baranchek fight, the Hank Lundy fight, um, the Pedraza fight, there's other fights where he didn't look so good defensively. Yeah. Oh, yes, Charles Conwell is the one that. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I totally forgot about that. I totally forgot about that, and I watched that fight. Totally forgot. Yeah, he's the one. Yeah, I hate to say that he killed them, but he is the one that killed Patrick Day. You know, that's right. Oh, so this should be a pretty good fight here. What's Abreu been doing? He's coming off Abreu. Abreu's coming off of what? Let me look him up. He's coming off a second round KO against a not so good guy. He's coming off of two knockout wins in his last, and then he fought Jerron Ennis. And he actually gave, I mean, listen, he lost every round to Ennis, but it's not like he didn't back down from Ennis. And he's only been stopped once, so should be a pretty good fight. Should be a pretty good fight. Oh yeah, all right. So we're in round one, and Conwell's coming straight at him. Both orthodox fighters. What's going on? Abreu. Oh, he forgot his mouthpiece. Yeah, as soon as the fight started, Abreu. They don't got a mouthpiece. Oh, okay, they got it. All right, all right. Here we go. Round one. Both orthodox fighters. Oh yeah, they're talking about the Patrick Day fight now. Nice right to the body lands for Abreu. Abreu using that jab. Conwell starting to use that jab now. Slow start from both. Nice right hand lands for Conwell. Who's 35? Abreu? Abreu's 35 years old. Conwell's only 25. Yeah, he does have a unusual style. Yeah, he does. He's just moving a lot. He's like up and down, and he leans backward a lot. Nice jab lands for Conwell. About 40 seconds left in the first round. Not much action from neither, but Conwell's just now starting to pick it up some. Another right hand lands for Conwell. Abreu comes in, throws a combination, lands a right to the body. Nice hook lands for Abreu. Abreu's opening up. Conwell's not throwing much back here. Abreu has him against the ropes, lands another left to the body. Conwell looks relaxed. It's just Conwell's cut. Conwell's cut. He has a cut over his left eye, and it's a bad cut on top of that. I didn't see what caused it. I mean, maybe that's the reason why he backed up there. I didn't see a head clash or anything. Good round for Abreu. He finished strong there. I guess the cut is legit. I didn't see what punch, but I know Abreu did land a good flurry towards the last, 30 seconds or so. What's up, Soccer Training Club? Randy, I think there's like I think how many fights do we have left? Two more fights after this one into the main one. So we got a lot. We got a long way to go. You got the Jalolev fight, right? You got him fighting, and then you got your Costa Valley fighting. So you got two more fights, and then the Zepeda Prograis fight. Round two, I gave the first fight, round to Conwell. Looks like Conwell's still bleeding from that left eye. Looks like the cut is like right on the outer side of his left eye. Conwell is like being a little gun shy. I think he's just trying to measure him right now. Still think he's trying to feel him out, but Abreu is definitely throwing more punches here. He lands a combo to the body of Conwell. Nice right hand lands for Conwell, and lands another right hand over the top there. And now he's trying to push forward on Abreu while he's on the ropes. All right, he's bleeding, right? He's bleeding pretty bad, man. They got to take care of that cut. That cut is pretty bad. Doesn't look like it's going directly into his eye, but it looks pretty bad. I think this is affecting him a little bit. Yeah, he's wiping it off. Yeah, it is affecting him. He keeps running off at it. Abreu lands a right and a left to the body. Conwell responds with a right hand. Abreu lands another uppercut on the inside. Looks like Abreu's getting a little bit of confidence here because of the cut, and he's being a lot more physical. Nice combo from Abreu lands again. Oh, minute left in the second. I don't know if Charlie Zelenoff is still boxing. I have no idea. Never really followed him. 40 seconds left. Brayu's still having a good round. Another body shot from Abreu. Abreu's doing the better work so far. Conwell lands a big right hand. Lands another right hand. Backs Abreu up a little bit. Look like that right hand bothered Abreu a little bit. Abreu comes back with a 1-2. All right, round 2 down. And I still think Abreu is having a better. I think he's having a better round so far. What do you guys think? All right, we getting into round 3. Like I said, I have Abreu up 2-0. Conwell just haven't been busy enough, and the cut is definitely affecting him. Let's see what happens here in this third. All right, hold on. Oh, it's an accidental headbutt. All right, so they stopped the fight for a cut. They just gonna have to go for the scorecards. Yeah, but they okay, so they have to do 4 rounds at least. We're in the third right now. The cut is pretty bad. I hope they don't stop it, but Conwell's gonna have to pick the pace up just in case, because you just never know, And if he continues getting hit like the way he is getting hit here, nice uppercut, he might be in some trouble. Abreu is definitely being more physical now that the cut is there, and it's been like a real phone booth fight here, and you know he's connecting to that eye, and he's just being physical overall. I mean, even the head rubs and everything. Conway is having a really, really bad time with the eye. I mean, he's constantly wiping on it. He's definitely in trouble with that eye. He has to step it up. He's gonna have to find a way to step it up. Brails is doing a good job here, though. He's taking that right hand was a little low. Conwell lands a nice combination up top. Backs Breu up, but Breu comes right back at him. Now Conwell is starting to pick it up here now. He's picking it up here this round. 40 seconds left in the third. He's gonna have to keep pushing it though. Because even this round here, I still felt like Abreu was winning the majority of the round into this last minute or so. All right. Much better round for Conwell. Much better round. But that cut is definitely affecting him. All right. Tenpenny got Zepeda winning. Okay. What's up, Punch Pro Perfect? What's good with you? Who do you got winning the fight today? Zepeda or Prograis? Who do you got and how? Aaron asked me, what fights do you want to attend in person in 2023? Well, it depends on what we get, you know. I mean, uh, I don't know. It really depends on what we get, you know. It depends on location, you know. I don't think I'm really ready to fly to watch a fight, just the way, you know, fights being rescheduled and stuff. So I'm not too sure if I'm willing to fly. You know, if I fly for a fight, maybe it's to see Errol Spence and Virgil Ortiz Jr. if they do fight in Texas. I'm willing to see that. But you know, I don't know. You know, whatever they do, like I would have gone to the Tiafimo fight next a couple weeks if Bud Crawford weren't fighting at the same night on a BLK Prime. So I don't know, man. I'm willing to see whatever fights that are decent if they are in New York, you know, or close to New York, you know. But I'm not ready to start booking flights and hotels for boxing matches, especially. Ooh, Conwell, nice right hand, another right hand. Not like the way Conwell's boxing here. He's doing good. He's coming out fast this fourth round here. Punch Perfect got pro grade by TKO 6-10 in a really fun fight. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I didn't pick a round, but I think 6-10 is sounds about right. Conwell catches him with another combo, and I think that actually hurt Abreu. I think Conwell's starting to really pick up the pace here. He picked it up last round, and now he's really dominant this round, this fourth round so far. Even with the cut and all, he's all over Abreu. He's really putting the pressure on him now. But yeah, I think that's about right. You know, that's what I have it. Prograis. I see him stopping him in between, probably around those same rounds. Afro Rican G says, I got Prograis by stoppage, better defense, better offense. Zepeda is good fighter. Prograis is a bit better overall. And that's pretty much how I called it in a breakdown, man. Zepeda, everything that Zepeda can do, I feel like Regis Prograis can do it and do it better, you know, in every category, basically. You know, it's just that they're both really good. It's just I think Regis could do everything, but do it better defensively, offensively. I think he's just better. Even if this fight were to turn into like a phone booth fight, I think Regis Prograis can hold his own on the inside too, better than Zepeda. You know, but that's what I put my money on. Prograis getting a knockout again. You know, if he ever gets reckless in there, you know, if he do the thing that he did against Cairo Relic, where he was running around and chasing him down, leaving himself open, you know, he could get clipped. You know, similar to how Danny Jacobs did against Sergio Mora. You know, when Danny got caught, got hurt Mora, and he started chasing him around with his guard down, he could definitely get caught. But outside of that, I just see Regis Prograis outboxing him until he stopped him. That's the point. Yeah. All right. And then we got more fights coming up, you know. Got Roman Gonzalez against Estrada 3. And I'm picking Chocolatito. You know, I'm gonna pick him to win. I think he won the last fight. You know, I don't think that I don't think, especially that one judge that had it 111, 117 for Estrada. I think Chocolatito won that fight to me pretty, it was good. It was competitive, but I think he won the fight. And I think he wins the third fight. That'll be next weekend. That'll be next weekend. So I'll be doing that breakdown next. I'll probably try to get that out there. Hopefully by Monday. Uh and and then I think that's the only big fight for next weekend. I think that's the only big fight for next week. Let me see what's on the undercard. Julio Cesar Martinez will be on the undercard. Yeah. Oh, Diego Pacheco is going to be on that card too. He's fun to he's fun to watch fight. So you got some decent fights on that card. He's another guy that we got to watch out for up at super middleweight. Very tall fighter. 16-0, 21 years old, 13 knockouts. I could see Conwell hurting him at some point. His combos are starting to get through. Conwell's definitely took the lead here. Took control of the fight here. Bray don't have that same snap in his punches as he did early. Nice body punches from Conwell. Now he's just really starting to get off. Abreu's egging him on, telling him to come on, but everything that Abreu's throwing back don't really have that same kind of power that Conwell's throwing. Conwell is just vicious. Jalolev has not fought yet. Nah, I think he's gonna be next. What's up, Rocket? What's good with you? And make sure you guys subscribe to my guy, Punch Perfect Boxing. Right, really, really good breakdown channel over there. One of the better breakdown channels out there. Abreu got to keep Conwell going backwards like he does right now, but he can't do it. He seems like he's already gassed a little bit, He looks like he put a lot of work into those first couple rounds. Yeah, Jalolov hasn't fought. I think he's going to be fighting next. I thought he was going to be fighting already, but he hasn't fought. And he's fighting against Curtis Harper. Curtis Harper. It's pretty much a journeyman. Yeah, so Jalolov should be stopping him. Punch Perfect, that's Jamie, right? Yeah, that's Jamie. Pretty good channel, man. Quality content. Only keeps it boxing. No drama, none of that. Good channel. Oh, Brave tried to touch gloves with Conwell, and Conwell did not touch gloves halfway through. We're in the 6th round. This is a 10 rounder here. Braille's starting to pick it up a little bit here in this round so far. This first minute. Nice hook connects for Conwell, though. Conwell lands another uppercut. Yeah, Conwell has another cut now above the nose. I just noticed it, too, as they were saying it. Braille's picking him back up this round. But Conwell's not holding back. Conwell's still landing the bigger shots here. Braille's being more active, though, but Conwell's landed the cleaner shots. Halfway through the 6th round. Oh, big left hook lands for Conwell. That hurt him. Braille's hurt. Braille's tied up, though. Braille's talking out into the crowd. He's telling him to come on, but no, he definitely was cracked with that shot. Nah, that was low again. That was low, ref. The ref's warning Braille for a low blow. Yeah, Braille is doing, when Braille got him backing up and has him against the ropes, he's doing all right. But Conwell lands the bigger punches here. He's definitely got the power advantage here. Oh, nice right hook lands for Braille. A lot of back and forth this round. Braille's coming back, and now Conwell's coming back. Ten seconds left in the 6th round. So I think I'm pretty much giving Conwell like all of the rounds since the 3rd. I think the 3rd was pretty. I think that was kind of like a swing round, but that was definitely like the round where things changed. You know what I'm saying? That's when Conwell started to pick it up, even with the cut on his eye. All right. Eddie Morales is this a Pro Bellum or is a Pro Bellum card for sure? All right, so what else is coming up? All right, we're in round 7. So I have Conwell up 4 rounds to 2. I can see some people having it 3-3, but I have it 4-2 for Conwell. Yeah, I'm looking for Conwell to get him out of there. I think he's been looking for the opportunities, but he's not constant pressure. You know what I'm saying? He's pretty explosive, but he's not high volume. He takes most of these rounds. Conwell taking half of the rounds off. It's just that when he goes at you, he kind of explodes. Like Abreu's having a better round so far, the first half of this round, just because Conwell ain't been throwing much. But then there's going to be a period where Conwell's going to start letting off like now. He's going to start letting off combos like he is right now, and he's going to connect. He's connected like with 3 or 4 shots just now. Yeah, he almost got him out of there the last round, you know. He's not high volume. Like Abreu's throwing a lot of punches, but he's not really having any effect on Conwell at all. Like all he's doing is kind of smothering Conwell a little bit. Nice right hand. It was blocked, but nice right hand from Abreu. 40 seconds left in the round. Not much from Conwell this round. Definitely a Abreu round so far to me. 30 seconds left in the seventh. I think Conwell needs to pick it up because you just don't know. You know, you just don't. Oh, big body shot from Conwell. As soon as I said that, Conwell lands a big left hook to the body of Abreu, hurts him. Right hand. Oh, Conwell finishing strong here. Hurts Abreu. Keeps hurting him. Keeps hurting him here and there. You know, I think Abreu was winning the round. Conwell might have stole it with that flurry at the end, but Abreu won the entire round outside of those few punches that connected late. Yeah, Boots is definitely better than Conwell. Oh yeah. I forgot Tyson Fury and Derek Chisora next week too. Daniel Dubois is going to be on the card. Don't mind me for not being excited for Fury and Chisora 3. Just not excited. All right, so we're in round 8 of 10. Yeah, Conwell have hurt Abreu. You just can't finish him off. You know, Abreu and his experience, like he just kind of knows how to survive. He's very tricky. You know, whenever he's been hurt, he's known. You know, he's been able to protect himself, keep himself from going down. I thought I could have sworn this was a Pro Bellum card. Thought it was a Pro Bellum card. I guess you know. I don't know. Like I could have sworn I saw like some sort of advertisement from them. Might be confusing it with another fight. Brady's coming in, you know. Conwell got to go back to his body. It's just it's just tricky because you can tell like him smothering Conwell's punches is, you know, like Conwell does, like he's been doing a decent job like creating space and pushing off and then throwing some shots, but Abreu's throwing so many like punches. Then and there's no power behind anything. Oh, another left hook and a right cross. And I think that hurt. You know, Brayle's just talking back, you know. Oh man. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm really tired. I didn't get my nap in today. Okay. Marv Nation won the parts. Oh, okay, I got you. Got you. I hear you. Ooh, ooh, nice combo from. It's just like again another round where Abreu is more active, but Conwell is just landing the better shots. Clearly. All right, so we're going into the ninth round. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. I need some. I need some. You guys hear me? All right. I think I disconnected my mic for a minute. This mic is so sensitive. It's a good mic though. It's just like anything you touch it, it just like disconnects on here. Ooh, nice combo land from Conwell again. Another right hand. It seemed like Conwell been hitting Abreu with some big shots in his fight, man. And another right hand. Abreu's just not going down for anything, man. Nice hook to the body. He's punishing Abreu this round. Abreu's just still up, man. He's still up and he's still throwing punches, but he's been punishing Abreu this round. He just can't seem to get him down, though. Yeah. Commentary's been on point this fight because they're saying like everything that needs to be done. Conwell hasn't really landed like a big uppercut. I've seen him land some in this fight though. But yeah, it's always been like the right hand, the left hook to the body. There we go. Nice combo. Oh, he landed like a good 3-4 piece right there. But Braille's still coming at him. 20 seconds left, 15 seconds left on the ninth. And a pretty dominant round for Conwell. I mean, he's clearly won the fight if it goes to points, you know? All right, we're going into the final. No, the main event is not next. We still got some time. We still got a couple more fights to go. I think the Jalalev fight is going to be quick. I'm not too sure about the female fight. That might go the distance. But I think that's going into the 10 rounds. but the Jalalev fight should be pretty good, quick. The one good thing though is that the fights have started pretty quick in between fights, so they're not letting much time go past. All right, but if we're at 10:15 now, I can't see the main event starting. I can't see the main event starting any earlier than like 11:30. You know, so if you just gotta like check it in, I think like another hour or so is a good time to check in. I can't see these guys walking in at any earlier than 11:30. I was expecting Conwell to stop him. Maybe the eye really affected him, you know. Braille's in here throwing some baseball pitches right now. All right, halfway through the 10th, the final round here. Still throwing. Braille's still fighting back, man. Thirty seconds left in the 10th. More of the same. I seen an article the other day where Jerry Anderson has said he's willing to. I think he said he's willing to fight Jalolev. Let me see if it was it. Yeah, I did read that. Yep, it's right on Boxing Scene. Article by Sean Nam. Jerry Anderson envisions super fight with Bakodir Jalolev in the future. Yeah, that would be a good fight down the line. You know, I mean, the way that they're moving, um, I can see them crossing paths in the future. You know, maybe not now, but maybe a couple of year or two down the line. I'm not a fan of Arslanbek Makhmudov. I'm not crazy about him. I know he's really big and powerful, but I'm not crazy about him. I think the minute he fights a good boxer with power in the heavyweight division, I think he loses. You know, he either gets knocked out or just get outboxed. Was that Tony Harrison in Conwell's corner? I don't know. I didn't see. I didn't see. I missed that part. What I do like about Fight TV though is that they is that Tony? I can't see. What I do like about Fight TV is that if you pay for a pay-per-view, you can go, or I think past boxing events, you can go back and rewatch, which is not always available for other, you know, uh streaming services or whatever, Fight TV has the fights available, previous past fights available. I like that. I do pay for the I think I pay for the monthly subscription too. All right. They do have sometimes some fights are available on there and they're not always pay-per-view. But all right, I'm gonna hear the scorecards in a minute. This is a title eliminator at 154. Somebody had it a draw. This is why I said earlier, like, yo, some of them earlier rounds were pretty close, and I think I don't think it should have been a draw, but if you gave Abreu 4 rounds, it's not the most ridiculous thing I've heard. That dude look like Tony Harris. Is that Tony? I can't tell. It do look like him, but I can't tell with the hat and the beard. All right, so Jalilov is next. I think that's gonna probably be for a couple rounds, tops, and then we got the female fight, and then we have Regis Prograis, and yeah, Conwell didn't look great. Well, hold on, let me see what he says. Nah, that's not Tony Harrison. It looks like him though a little bit, but it's not him. I see why you thought that though. Maybe the cut affected him. I don't know. How do you rate your performance and what do you think you're going to learn from going 10 rounds with a tough guy? Everyone like Abreu. I gave myself a C plus. A lot of things I'm still working on to get better. But it's a boxing game, and you have to keep getting better. Man. No big deal. What do you see? What's next? What's in the future for you? I'm looking to get bigger fights, guys, ex-world champion guys like Dan Garcia and things of that nature. So we just ready to bigger and better. He's trying to get bigger fights. Called out Danny Garcia. Shout out to everybody who watched. Shout out to all my sponsors back at home. Shout out to Soul City. My family, I love them. Not for nothing, but he's not the biggest guy at 154 neither. Just to put that out there. He's not really the biggest guy at 154. I think he definitely would be more dangerous as a welter, but not a great performance. I don't think it was a draw like one of the judges had it, but I don't think it wasn't a blowout neither. I don't think he beats Danny. I don't think he beats Danny. Not that I think Danny would even take that fight, but All right. I think they had it too many fights, even though it's a pay-per-view. I think what they should have done is have some of these, have 4 fights. I think 4 fights would have been fair, not 5. Have 4 fights on a pay-per-view, 3 including the main event. And then, have like a free, maybe on YouTube, or have it available where the fans can watch the other fights on the undercard, like free somewhere. I think if they're gonna do this in the future on Fight TV, I think they need to have a a pre card before the main events, or the main card, like Showtime does, or everybody else does. ESPN does it. I just think like 5. If you're gonna give us 5 fights on a main card, just give us some great fights. But so you got to understand too that people get tired, and by the time the main event comes, not even for us, it's not so bad for us. But if you're in the UK, you're in different parts of the world where it's like super early in the morning right now. They're 5-6 hours ahead. That's just too much. So Jalolef is fighting next. He's going to be fighting Curtis Harper. And I expect this to be a quick one. I saw Jalolov when he fought on the Showtime card up in the Boxing Hall of Fame weekend. I saw him there. He was there. I saw him fight live. I think that was a pretty good fight, even though he destroyed the dude. It was pretty entertaining to watch. Let me see. Who's the guy he fought? I can't even say this guy. I'm not going to even try to butcher this guy's name, but the guy was 11-2 when Jalolov fought him earlier this year, and it was a pretty good fight, man. It went 8 rounds. It was a good fight to watch. Very entertaining. Who else fought on that card? Oh, the George Arias and Alante Green fight was good. I forgot what else was on there. Is that the guy that walked out against FA? Oh, let me check. Hold on. Yes. Yes, that is him. That is him. Good eye. Hand flow boxing review. Good eye. Yes, that is the guy. Yo, what's funny? When that happened, everybody was saying, hopefully this guy never gets on another card again. Everybody was talking so much trash, and here you go. He's right back on another card. What if he does it again? What if the bell ring and he just gets out of the ring and just walks away? What if he does it again tonight? You know who else that I hope doesn't get into another fight? Well, for this, I heard it was business. I heard, like, didn't he say something about he didn't get paid for the fight or something like that? I heard something crazy, but I hope that who was the guy that fought Luis Ortiz? There was a guy that fought, like, I think I'm gonna look it up now. I know you guys know who I'm talking about. He fought Luis Ortiz, and Ortiz didn't even hit him, and he just got counted out or something. It was something weird. Alexander Flores. Yeah, that guy. It's the first round. He went down from like I don't even think the punch landed clean, and he went down, and he just kind of like he just got counted out. Like he took a dive. Oh, Handflow says they were going to cut his pay in half. Okay. What if he does it again tonight? I wouldn't put him on my card, even if that's true. He upset 6'8" Christian Dunn. That's why he gets the opportunity. Yo, whatever happened to whatever happened with what's his face? I can't think of a name right now. Tony Yoka. What's up with Tony Yoka? I haven't heard anything since he took the L against Bacoli. Like, what's the deal? Anyone knows an update, has an update on Tony Yoka? Like, what is going on with him? When is he getting back in the ring? Any news? I haven't heard anything about him. That's a fight I wish I put money up on. That one I missed out on right there. I never was really that impressed with Tony Yoka like that. Oh, you say he's making babies? Yoka's probably juicing heavy before he comes back. All right, round one. Let's see how far this one goes. All right. Jalilov is a big athletic dude, man. That is a big man right there. And the way he moves, he's gonna be tough for anybody. And he's a southpaw on top of that. Nice left to the body. He's gonna get this guy out of here quick. Too quick. He's too big. He's too rangy. He's too quick. And he's too accurate, man. And he can punch on top of that. He's gonna get this guy out of here quick. Give him 2 rounds tops. You know, I mean, as talented as he is, and he clearly is much more talented than his opponent. You notice how like he's still like fighting with mad caution. Like he's not just recklessly trying to destroy this dude. I don't even think Harker gets to him. To every time he just try to rush him just now. The problem is Jalilov and his that lead hand. He's throwing jabs. He's hooking with it. You know, he's doing a lot. He's like one of those. He's throwing that jab that looks like a hook. Oh, he got caught. Hunter did caught him with a right hand. Yeah, he caught him again with another hook as he was like leading in with his head. Round one done. Easy round for Jalalov. A 24-year-old Luis Ortiz stops Fury. How do you know? Luis Ortiz wasn't even a pro at 24. I think he started pro at like 33, 34 years old, maybe a little older. Nah, you know, young Ortiz was the go. Oh, he's a good amateur, but none of us was watching him at that time. He was still in Cuba at that time, I believe. Just because he was old as a pro doesn't mean that necessarily mean he was better at those younger years. He might have been on his best at the time. Like, I think when he was with Golden Boy, I think when he was with Golden Boy, he would have been a problem for a lot of people for real. But I don't know if he would have beaten Tyson Fury though. Nah. Jabalov is just tagging him with jabs, tagging him with left hands, tagging him with right hooks. Think he gonna start going for the kill at some point. He's trying to set up the uppercut. That's what he's. I think he's gonna wait. He think he's waiting on Harper to lunge in, and he's gonna catch him with that. That's gonna be the shot. Harper's getting frustrated because he's just kind of like charging in. I think Jalalov is setting him up with the uppercut. That's gonna be the one. He's hitting him with hooks, but he's not really sitting down on that shot. I think he's gonna catch him with an uppercut, and he's just trying to time him and trap him. We'll see what happens here. We're halfway through the second round. Good. Jalalov just stepping around him every time he charges in, but I'm waiting to see how he's gonna play this out and catch him with a good shot. I think that's gonna be the shot though. That's what I'm waiting for. Oh, he caught him with a left hand. That hurt Harper. And Harper ties up. That one hurt him. Harper heads up. Harper headbutts him. Yo, take a point. Oh, yo, the ref gave him a hard warning. He didn't. Yo, that was a clear blatant headbutt, bro. Yo, he said, "Yo, don't do that shit again." Yo, that pissed off Jalo. Now he gonna try to knock him out. Let's see what happens. Now I hate when fighters do the headbutt. I hate that. I hate it when what's his name? Victor Ortiz did it with Floyd. I hated him for that. I was so glad Floyd knocked him out. Jalilov is still keeping his cool though. He ain't attacking him. He's still playing it real cool. Caught him with a left, and we're closing out this round. These rounds seem really, really long, man. Eddie Morales says, LOL, he spammed the headbutt button. Harper is like, yo, I can't hit you with these hands. That was the cleanest shot he threw all fight, was that headbutt. Damn, he did a whole, yo, he actually hit him twice with it. He actually threw another one after that. I'm surprised the ref didn't take a point, but he gave him a harsh warning though. Yeah, see, this is why you can't bring dudes fight, like dudes that walk out of the ring before the fight starts. This is what happens when you get those kind of fighters in the ring. Yo, Harper is different. He don't care. He clearly don't care. You give somebody the opportunity again, you might as well. You might end up leaving with a cut. Yeah, you might win the fight, but you might be scarred because Harper don't care. Clearly, Jalalov is fighting a real cautious fight. Yeah, Harper is just really don't got a choice but to, like, find opportunities to charge in. I'm just waiting to see how Jalalev like connect with something that hurts. He's been catching him with some good left crosses, but he gotta he's not really, he hasn't really hurt Harper big with any of these shots so far. That's why I say I think he's gonna have to change it up. And I think he's gonna have to try to connect with an uppercut, like time that shot. The Brotherhood said great technique. What the heck? But that was kind of funny. Said Curtis out here fighting scared. I mean, he really don't have a choice. You know what I'm saying? He really just getting outboxed, by a taller, longer fighter. Is more athletic, more power, got every advantage in the book. He got no choice but to just charge in and get lucky and land a big punch or a big headbutt or something like that. The man just did a straight E Honda at dude. Nah, I didn't see Russ headbutt. I haven't watched the game in a couple of days. I'm lying. I did watch the Nick game last night when they lost in overtime. I did watch that game, but I haven't watched it. I haven't. Oh, yo, Jalilov caught him with a big left hand, almost knocking Harper out the ring. But Harper's back up. He looked like he gonna. Is he gonna continue? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep, the fight is on. Right at the end of the third, Harper got hit. Yo, the doctor jumped in the ring real quick. Yo, that doctor trying to get this dude out of here. Yo, the doctor jumped in the ring quicker than the corner, bro. They didn't even put the bench they didn't even put the stool in the ring yet. My man jumped in the ring. He ready to stop this fight. Harper don't look like, body language wise, he don't look like he want to fight anymore. He caught this dude with a big left hand right at the end of the round. Boof. He threw a jab. He threw a punch like way too close. Was it a jab or a right hand? Yeah, it was a jab, and Harper was just way too close. Jalalev caught him with the left hand. Harper's going to continue, though. We going into the fourth round, but he don't look like he want to continue fighting, man. He looks hurt. He's rubbing on his gloves. I don't know. Let's see let's see what's going on. Jalalev just caught him with another left hand, but it was partially blocked. Curtis looking shaky, baby. Yeah, Jarlov isn't throwing many body shots. He's keeping it very basic for now, but I guess he's just going. He's going for the kill now. He's trying to get him out of there now. Oh, another one. He got him hurt against the quarter. Think he's. Oh, yeah. Harper's hurt still. Harper's still hurt. I thought he was going to finish him right there. He's still throwing a straight left though. He's not mixing it up at all. No combinations. Like Jalalev is just doing. He's. I mean, listen, the punch hurts and it's working, but I think he could have got Harper out of here if he mixed it up a little bit. Again, you pointed out he's not throwing any body shots. I thought he was going to throw the uppercut when this guy started charging in. He didn't do that. He's not really mixing it up. We're not getting no combinations. He's not taking many risks here. He's fighting very cautious. All right, stop the fight, ref. This guy's done. Get him stop the fight. Just stop the fight. Stop the fight, ref. What are you counting him still? He's not good. Thank you. Yo, if he asks you you're okay and you're looking down, you don't look like you want to continue. Thank God. I was waiting for him to stop this fight. I'm glad they stopped it. All right, it's over. Yeah, he might have been scared from the opening bell, but at least he didn't walk away from the ring like he did with Efe Ajagba. I mean, there's a lot of there's so many dudes that's up and coming right now. I just want to wait and see how all these guys look when they start getting in the ring with each other. There's so many dudes in the heavyweight division right now. It's crazy. There's a lot of people like outside of the main people, right? Outside of the people that's like who else we got? We got Martin Bacoli coming off a big win. You got Frank Sanchez out there. You still got Michael Hunter out there. You got Otto Wallin out there. You got Daniel Dubois out there. Philip Hergovich out there. You got Arslan Beck out there. You got Demirezin, who just beat Kanowski out there. You got Fabio Wardley out there who just got his biggest win. You got a lot of people out there. There's so many people. You got F.A. Ajagba out there. He's still out there. You got a lot of people on the come up. There's a lot of people that this dude could fight right now. Yeah, and you know what? And that's what I said about Jared Anderson. I still want to see more from him. As good as he looked, he's personally my favorite of the newer people. But obviously there's some bias there. American bias for me. Like I like him. I'm excited about him the most. But I still want him to polish up his skills, I like the Jerry Forrest fight though. I like that fight. But there's still other fights I want to see him in before he gets in there with the really, really like good top fighters out there. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody asked me one live one day, like, yo, do I want to see Jared Anderson fight Frank Sanchez? Hell no, I don't. Absolutely not. I didn't even want to see F.A. Jabba fight Frank Sanchez. You know, like those guys, Frank Sanchez, these Cuban fighters got years of experience in the amateurs fighting guys that are like them. I want to see Jared Anderson polish up his skills first and work him slow. He's not young. He looks great, but I'm not gonna be sitting here talking about like him beating like the top tier dudes yet. Nah, not yet. You know, I'm not saying, you know, and even Richard Torres is him losing to Jalalev is no surprise at all. You know, Richard Torres is cool. He's a good fighter, but even with him, like I still want to see more from him too. Didn't he have a fight? Who did he fight? Who did Richard Torres fight? I didn't see his last fight. I know it was on the undercard of a fight recently. What fight? Oh, that was the Vasil Lomachenko fight. That's right. Yeah. I wasn't able to go live. I don't think I was live on that one. I didn't watch the Richard Torres fight, the last one. Michael Coffey is cool. Michael Coffey is cool. Johnny Rice is good. That's for sure. Like I like those fights. Yeah, I like those names. Boxing pound for pound. I like all the names you just mentioned. You know, Jared Anderson against Jermaine Franklin was a fight that I was looking for before Jermaine Franklin even fought Dillian White today. You know, because he was an undefeated, you know, American prospect. You know, I don't think he's as talented as Jared, but that would have been a good fight. You know, Michael Coffey is good. Johnny Rice is good too. Well, the thing is with Frank Sanchez Arthur is that Frank attacks the not so good fighters he fought. You know, the people he don't respect that much. Frank stays on his back foot. He's moving laterally. You know, he's not throwing many punches. You know what I'm saying? He's just more of a complete defensive fighter. And it could get a little annoying because you want to see him take some sort of chances. You know, when he fought Carlos Negron in that last fight, yo, Frank was losing rounds. You know, that was recently. Frank was losing rounds in that fight because, yo, he's taking risk in that fight. He's normally not doing that. But he didn't really respect Carlos Negron. Now, when he was fighting F.A. Jabba, yo, the dude would just land one or two shots and just move the entire round. You know? He didn't do much damage to FA. He caught him a few times, right? And he did drop him. But that was a very, very slow fight. And part of that, I don't want to blame it all on Frank. I want to blame it on FA because FA didn't know how to, you know, he's too stiff, didn't really know how to make the proper adjustments, and it became a sleeper, you know? So I don't know. I mean, let me look up this thing. Who else is there? I mean, I named all the fighters. I named pretty much most of the fighters out there, you know. But I think if Jared Anderson looks good against Jerry Forrest, I think he could skip the line with a few of those fighters. Like Jonathan Rice is cool. You know, I think Mike Coffey, you know, I think he's kind of still around that level. It's not a bad fight, but I would like a Jonathan Rice more than a Coffey fight because Jonathan Rice can box better. You know, let me see who's in the top. Who else is there for Americans? Let me see. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me pull up the top Americans. And you got Andy Ruiz, you got Deontay Wilder, of course. You got Michael Hunter. Um, Too soon for that. I can see Jermaine Franklin is cool. Charles Martin is iffy. It's risky, but it's a good risk to take if you want to make a quick move up. You know, Michael Hunter being a top 10 is questionable, but I'm sure if he's probably top 15. Right? Charles Martin is risky, but if you want to move him up, that'll be a good win to take. That's risky, but it's a good risk to take. You know, I can see Frank Sanchez taking a fight like that. You got Steven Shaw, who's another undefeated, he's not young, but he's another USA like up and coming guy. You know, he's right there with Jermaine Franklin. Um and Jared Anderson. You know, I think Jared Anderson is just a little bit more popular than those two, but he's another guy. Trevor Bryan is another guy that you can maybe throw him in there with, Mike Malongun, he's out there too. So I mean, there's people out there. Joseph Parker against Frank Sanchez. Um, I would pick Frank Sanchez. I would pick Frank Sanchez right now. Joe is food right now. And even including Dillian White after today. Dillian White is probably going to get the AJ fight, but people are definitely going to be gunning for Joseph Parker. And I'm not saying he's going to be easy to beat, but I personally think even though Joe did good against Chisora in the rematch, I think Joseph Parker got to figure out where he wants to be as far as weight is concerned. Because the heavier he comes in, yes, he's going to be more durable, but he loses the hand speed. The lighter he is, he's quicker. He's a little bit more elusive. He's going to have to figure out what he wants to do. Just got to have to wait and see what Joseph Parker is going to do. Yeah, Mike Hunter got a gift in that Jerry Forrest rematch. He sure did. And Jerry Forrest also looked good against Zila Zhang too. Zhang got a gift draw as well. You know, is Huey Fury a top contender? Not really. If he just removed the Fury name, he's not really a top contender. Like like I don't believe so. The thing about Huey Fury is that he's not like a lot of these fighters are not going to look good against him because of his style. You know, yo, did you see Yokasta Valle at this damn weigh-in yesterday? Did y'all see the weigh-in? Let me know in the comments. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Did y'all see her at the weigh-in? She looks crazy. Yeah, they could have gave us a better card, but we're basically paying for their purses. They got pretty good purses for this fight. I'm talking about, I don't know about everybody else, but I know the main fighters, Prograis and Zepeda, they got paid pretty good for this fight. So we're basically paying for the purses they're getting, you know. But I'm happy for the fight. The undercard is not so good. Well, hopefully the main event makes up for the poor undercard. The undercard is not really a good undercard. But the undercard from the earlier fights this afternoon, that I covered was definitely like a lot better. The main event sucked, but the undercards were pretty good. Yeah, this was a purse bid. Boxing power for I see you. We don't say that name around these parts. Shout out to my man, what's good, Woog. He's actually watching the fight live. He just sent me a tweet. He's actually at this fight. He got good seats too. Yeah, I would have definitely hit that Teofimo Lopez fight. Too bad I gotta watch. Too bad that that's gonna be on the same night as the Bud fight. Because I definitely would have went. That I mean, that guy, that card is a dope card for real. Like that card is fire. I would have loved to go to see that fight live. This one is probably going the distance. Boxing Power Pound said T.O. versus Martin could be a banana skin. That's pretty funny. Ciroc or Henny? Henny. I don't drink Ciroc at all. Dude, I haven't drank Ciroc since like 2008 or something. Whenever that came out. When did Ciroc come out? 2003? Yeah, I don't drink Ciroc no more. That stuff is terrible. Shout out to Diddy though. I don't drink Ciroc, man. That's like a headache that immediately after I drink it. I can drink like one glass and my head will start hurting like literally minutes later. I can't drink that stuff, man. Too much sugar. I drank it when the cocoa came out. And damn, Bermudez ain't playing with Vale. She's way bigger than her. This is crazy. Bermuda looking too big for her right now. Nice jabs though. Oh, she getting caught walking in. Yeah, Bermudez is just catching her as she coming in. She's just catching her with those right crosses as she's coming in. Yeah, I don't want to diss Ciroc. You never know. Might be a sponsorship at some point. Now I'll take Henny over Ciroc any day. All right, round one. I like Bermudez. Vale didn't really. I don't know. She was just taking shots coming in. Yeah, I don't drink Henny like that though. I don't drink it like that no more. But if I do drink Henny, like I'll drink the regular Henny. I don't like the white henny that people be going crazy over. That white watered down henny, people go to the islands and come back with those white Hennessy's as if they're like great. They're not even that good. They're just rare. They don't taste. They taste smoother than a regular henny, but it's too watered down. It tastes like henny with like a few ice cubes in it. Ciroc is just bad. I just can't drink Ciroc. That's Ciroc. That reminds me of like Mars 2112 days. And what else were we going to back then? That's when we used to go to BBQs on 42nd Street. Whatever clubs that was hot in like '08. That's when, yeah, nah. Ciroc, that's crazy. People still drink that stuff. That's crazy. I haven't seen nobody pull a bottle of Ciroc out nowhere in years. That bringing back memories now. Sin City days. Nah, not Sin City days. Sin City's was pretty good way after the Ciroc days. But I feel you. Yeah, Jen, I'm dragging in. Don, relax. I didn't see your comment. Calm down. Salute, Don. Didn't see your comment. I was going to Sin City. They shut down Sin City in I think 2016. I'm just not feeling this fight. Clearly. Is this a slugfest? But not a good one. Oh man. What's up, Kev? I just realized that was you. Nah, I don't even think I was drinking when we went to DR that time. I don't think I was drinking Ciroc then. We wasn't. Oh, I was. You're right. That might be the last time I had it. So I guess I was drinking it then. Got me. It was the Henny and the Ciroc. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, what's the name? Bermuda's is just too big, and she's too long and too rangy, and it's just taking too much work for Valet to get in there. I mean, she's getting in and she's throwing combination, but she has no effect. It just seemed like Bermudez is doing a better job timing her as she's coming in. You know, like Valet is doing a good job as far as like she's definitely connecting, but it's just like a lot of pity. Oh, she caught her with a good left hand right there. She's doing good with the combinations, but she don't seem like she has any effect on any of those punches she's landing. Maybe 2011. I think I've been assistant since 2012. Oh, snap, step. I just realized that's you. Oh, I didn't even realize that was you. Yeah. Sin City used to be a spot. Giovanni asks, do I think NYC is L-rated or underrated? Also, where can I obtain a legit cheesesteak in New York City? I don't even know. I don't go anywhere for cheesesteaks in New York City. I don't even eat cheesesteaks until I go to Philly. So I don't have an answer. There used to be a cheesesteak spot in between 30, is it 34th Street? It was in between like 34th and 35th Street, like on 3rd Avenue, I think, years ago. I forgot the name of it, but they closed that down years ago. That was the only cheesesteak spot that I knew in New York that was like legit. They closed that down years ago. So I couldn't even tell you right now. We don't eat cheesesteaks here. We eat chopped cheese. We don't eat. Oh, Mike just said it. Yup. No chopped cheese. Nah, I eat chopped cheese sandwiches. I don't eat cheesesteaks like that until I go to Philly. If I go to Philly, I like cheesesteaks from Ishkabibbles. I like it from Ishkabibbles. They got my favorite ones out there. I went to most of the main spots in Philly for cheesesteak, but I don't eat cheesesteak in New York. I don't. So if you find out a good cheesesteak spot, or if any of you know one in New York City, let me know in the comments because I have no idea. I just can't wait to this last fight to get going because it's just been a long day of boxing. Oh man, I just want to get this fight over with, man. Chopped cheese from where? Oh, Bermuda's quarter with a big right hand. Vale doesn't know how to move her head. She just gets hit and then she just freezes. And she's standing on her toes like when she get hit. Oh, I don't like this fight. She stiff whenever she gets hit with a good shot. She like stiffens up and throws her, flares her arms out. She's like not moving or anything. She's not slipping or anything. She's just walking straight in. It's too easy of a fight for Bermudez. Her being small, she's gonna have to like. She can't just be smaller and the inferior boxer at that. She's flinging in with combinations, but Bermudez will hit her with one shot, and it's way more effective. They going into a nice exchange here, though. I'm telling you, she's lucky Bermudez don't have more power because she would have been knocked out by now, for real. Um, I mean, I used to get chopped cheese at a place near me, but I don't want to tell you where that's at because it's too close to where I was living at before. But um, I say a place on Fifth. Nah, that's too close. I'm good. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna keep that out. Too close to where I live for me to tell you where the good chopped cheese spot. So I had like one or two spots that I go to that was close to like right around the way. You know what I'm saying? But finding a good chopped cheese spot is not that hard to find unless you really just don't like them. You know, if you really don't like chopped cheese, it's not for everybody. It's just not. You just gotta figure out like We go to different bodegas, try to find one that's clean at least, and just pick a chopped cheese. Can't believe we talking about chopped cheeses and Philly cheesesteaks right now. How did we get here? How do we get from Ciroc to chopped cheese and Philly cheesesteaks? Yeah, the main event is next. Yeah, it's hard doing these cards when it's two cards. It's hard. It's like, it's hours of being on here. But we getting through it though. I'm just hyped up for the last fight. I mean, the last fight tonight, the main event tonight is the matchup of the day for me. Yeah, I've tried coquito before, especially for every year, especially for the holidays. I I, I didn't have any for this Thanksgiving, but I have friends in some family that make them. Absolutely, coquito is great. Bermudez is getting the better of these exchanges, man. She's hitting her with the harder punches. Like I said, if she had more power, she would have put Valet to sleep. Now I don't drink eggnog, man. Chopped cheese is just basically it's like beef, and you just mix it up whatever way. Like they'll take it instead of like making like a hamburger out of it, they're just chopping it up, adding onions, cheese, ketchup, mayo, toasted on a roll. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, I like to add a little butter to the roll, like the way I make it, or at least the way I ask for it. Toasted roll, little butter, cheese, onions, peppers, ketchup, and mayo. That's all. Nothing crazy. It's definitely a regular like hood meal though. It's not like it's nothing like I know people are saying it's an uptown thing, but it's not like it's a very simple, quick sandwich. Y'all be asking the weirdest questions. What's the best energy drink? Um, I probably like the coconut Red Bull the best. Should have had one today. Normally have a Red Bull before I go live because I don't want to get tired. Clearly, I didn't have one today. Massimo, yeah, I watch basketball. Um, I watch football and baseball, but very casually now. I don't watch football like I used to as a kid. I used to watch football and baseball a lot when I was a kid. Not so much now. I just mainly watch basketball. I watch UFC sometimes. That's it. That's all I have time for, man. Boxing takes up most of my time. I can't even have fun watching other sports no more because I be doing too much film study on my downtime. And if I'm not doing that, I'm usually just watching some specials on Netflix and stuff like that, some series. Um, I don't really go to the Rucker anymore to watch games. As far as visiting it or driving past it often, but going to watch a game, nah. The games are better right now at Dykeman or Kingdom. If you're gonna go to Harlem and go to a basketball game, you're better off going to Kingdom in the summer or going to Dykeman. Dykeman and Kingdom has been better than a Rucker. Rucker was more for like the 90s, early 2000s, you know. But it's been Dykeman and Kingdom is better for like the summer games. You know what I'm saying? It's just At least for uptown. I can't speak for the other boroughs because I don't go anywhere else to watch games. But Kingdom is definitely better to for those kind of like summer games and stuff. Yeah. I don't go to like I don't know. I can't tell you where like the go in like Brooklyn or whatever. Like I'm not like a Brooklyn Queens dude like that. When I was a kid, my favorite football player, Barry Sanders, probably. Deion Sanders, Jerry Rice, LT, Lawrence Taylor. When I was really, really young, Lawrence Taylor was probably my first favorite player when I was like a real young kid. But I grew into liking like I like Jerry Rice. I like a lot of the star players growing up. I like the guys. I mean, I was a Giants fan, but I like the players on the Cowboys. Like I liked Michael Irvin, Emmett Smith, Deion Sanders. Yeah, yeah. Barry is the best as far as like watching highlights for me. I think he's clearly the most athletic like running back of all time. I mean, even still, like if you could still, I think we were talking about this like maybe like a year ago with some friends. And if you go back and watch Barry Sanders highlights of today, like still today, he's still like better than what I see for the newer. Because in most sports, you see like the newer athletes, the younger athletes are so crazy athletic now compared to how they were back in the day. But Barry, even at his time, would destroy like these dudes today, you know? Yeah, LT was probably no, I'm not in my 50s. Are you crazy? LT is old, but he was seasoned when I was watching him. You know what I'm saying? I was a little young kid. Like I remember having like a Lawrence Taylor jersey and a Phil Sims jersey, but I was in like elementary school at that time. I only knew like the main players. You know, like Warren Moon and oh damn, you really bringing it back now. I was very young at that time. You're talking like third grade. Yeah, we're talking like third grade when I think about it now. And before that, Randall Cunningham. Yeah. Um, Giovanni says you can't let these people. Can you let these people know that you can't survive in NYC making 120K a year nowhere? Me and the homeless be keep debating it wave. So it's funny how you brought that up because I was having a conversation about this with some people earlier this week, and I feel where you're going. Um, you can survive, but if you want the finer things in life, or if you're trying to live a certain lifestyle, it's very difficult. If you're trying to, that's the trick. If you're, because 120K is really like 120K is about like 75K, right? If we're talking about the net, you're really making like 75K, right? By the end of the year. and rent or mortgage or whatever it is that you do, that's taking like a third of that damn near. You know what I'm saying? Um, so yeah, if you're trying to live a certain lifestyle, it can be tough. If you're trying to travel a lot, if you're going out, to these lounges and spending a lot of money, if you're trying to buy, nice fancy clothes or drive a nice car, a lot of people in the city don't even have cars, but if that's what you're trying to get you a Benz or a BMW or whatever, then it can be unaffordable. But uh you can survive in a city off just 75K net. It's more about what kind of lifestyle are you trying to live, you know? You can make the money, but if you're trying to live a high-end lifestyle, then that's when it becomes pretty tight. And I think a lot of New Yorkers, when they say they can't survive, I think they mean like survive and still live this lavish lifestyle that a lot of New Yorkers want to live or portray themselves as if they're living that kind of lifestyle. You know, the money doesn't, you can't get as much for your money. You can't buy a big, nice house in New York or have a big condo and stuff like that in New York City, not with that kind of money. But you can survive for sure. Absolutely. You can survive, still save, still have money in the bank. You can still do it. You know, 120K salary, you can definitely do it. It just depends on the lifestyle you're trying to live. Yeah, just don't live beyond your means. Like I know people that are great savers and they don't make nearly as much as 120K, and they're able to live and still have the important things. But if you like to blow a lot of money, it could be kind of tough, you know. Up by Central Park? Nah, son. All right, see, this is what I mean. You mean like in the Upper East Side or the Upper West Side? Nah. 100K, 120K. Can you find a place? Yeah. It's gonna be a closet though. It's gonna look like you're gonna be in a studio. It's not gonna be a modern looking studio. It's gonna be like a studio, and it's gonna be very, very outdated. It's gonna have like a tiny refrigerator and like a random sink. You know, Central Park, like living by Central Park. Do you know where Central Park is, bro? Like like Fifth Avenue, Madison Park. You're talking about Central Avenue West, Broadway. Nah, don't even look over there. You crazy? What, 120K salary? Yeah, you could find something, but that'll be all you have. Like you want to live by the park, like walking distance, like you want to just go outside and walk your dog. Nah, son, you gotta go, uptown. Go to Harlem, go to Harlem, look at Harlem, or go downtown somewhere. You're not gonna go like right by the park though. That's crazy. Yeah, Jen, exactly. Do you want to live by the park or on the bench? Probably gonna be on the bench. I know that for a fact too. What's up, Linda? All right, one more round to go, and then we get to the main event, man. Because I can't wait until this fight is over. Not that, not that it's a bad fight. It's just two people fighting. It's not. These fights tonight didn't really deliver like the undercard. It just none of them really delivered like that. The Conwell fight, the Jalaliv fight, this fight. Um, Yeah, exactly. People in New York are not trying to live by Central Park. You know, a lot of people that live by Central Park, um, they live in condos that were there for generations, you know, and they just update. That's like old money. You know what I'm saying? These are apartments that are like are worth, you know, at least like starting like the one bedrooms condos by Central Park, like right by Central Park, are like 700, you know, at least. And that's like the bare bottom, you know. You get you a 3 bedroom condo and by Central Park, you're spending like 1.5, 1.8 in a doorman building, you know. Just don't do it. No one looks over there. You got to have a different kind of money to live there if you're trying to move there like now. That's crazy. Just talking about it is crazy. Like no one tries to move there. The people that move there been there. You know, the people that move there live there. They grew up there. No one like says, "Yo, I'm getting to this place over on Central Park." I knew someone that had a condo on the south end of Central Park, and they had like a view overseeing the whole park, and they had millions. I remember going there and overseeing. I remember that view. They had millions, but a lot of it comes from old money. Yeah, Giovanni, you just gonna have to. You try looking in the Bronx. You need to go to the Bronx, man. You need to go up to Riverdale or something. If you're looking to have something nice. Yeah, I want all that too, bro. I need that. Yeah, you gotta go to the Bronx, brother. You know, there's other boroughs. You know, Queens got some decent stuff for a price. But you gotta have to go into the Bronx. 3 bedroom. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Go on Zillow right now and put the map across Central Park and look at 3 bedroom homes there. The Zillow not even gonna work. It's not even gonna work. It's gonna come up with zero. It's not even gonna show up for you because they're gonna just be like, they're just gonna laugh at your face. Like, what are you doing here? I'm sure that's happened to you. Have you ever looked? Have anyone ever looked at homes and you put in a certain limit to what you're willing to pay for a home, and nothing comes up? That's my man Giovanni right now. It's not nothing's gonna come up. It's just gonna laugh at you like, this guy serious? Look, I just put the map across Central Park, and all I see is 20 million, 8.5 million, 10.8 million, 38 million. Oh, wait, hold on. I see a spot here for 650K. Let's see what this spot is. Yeah, it's a studio. So on the west side of Central Park on 84th Street, there's a studio here for 650,000. It has nothing but room. Got nice views though. Actually has a balcony. Oh, this is actually really nice. But it's just tiny. It's a studio though. The bedroom is everything is in the living room. What are we doing right now? Why are we even talking about this? I'm gonna pull it up though. I'm gonna pull it up right now. Since let me pull this up real quick. Bam, there you go. This is one of the cheapest places I've seen. Now it has a little balcony. So you can see you got a little walkway to that's fly. This is actually a nice studio. This is actually this is rare to see in New York City, to see a modern looking apartment like this for this price. Like, this is actually, I know it's a studio to y'all, but this is actually a steal for this area. Like, this is beautiful for this area. And I like the whole, I've never seen the brick in the shower like that before. I don't know how that goes, but this is a steal. Y'all saying it's a robbery, but this is a steal for New York City, for that area. Anyone that knows this area knows that this is a beautiful apartment, especially because you get a balcony. This is like luxury right here. 650,000. Now, I know in other places in the country, this is basically a mansion, not a mini mansion, but a big one. But yeah, this is what you're getting in the Central Park area. You see all these? Look at this, 20 million. Like, what are you doing even looking over here, bro? This is crazy. 11 million. It's nothing. Oh, okay. It's something. I saw something for 550K here. Where'd it go? Damn, I'm trying to get away from all these M's. Let me put 500,000 maximum. See, look how I cleared all that up real quick. 375 square feet. Beautiful apartment, though. At least, listen, let me tell you something. Most of these condos, they don't even look modern like this in New York City. Most of these places, this is a beautiful look at the kitchen, bro. Look at the refrigerator. You can't even open a refrigerator without it bumping into the stove. Are y'all seeing this? 375 square feet. You got no feet, dog. But it's a nice dormant building. How did we get here? And I'm telling you, this apartment right here, looking at this apartment, this is a complete steal, because most of these places don't look nearly this modern looking. Most of them, they don't come with stainless steel anything. They're not painted like this. This got like the big waffle ceilings. You know, like, this is a nice apartment. This is a nice condo that's actually updated. Even though it's tiny, it's updated. Most of them don't even come updated like this. So if you were to get this for how much? Half a mil, it's a steal in New York City. 375 square feet, but at least comes fully equipped and modern, has that modern look. Yo, bro, just go to the Bronx. Don't come. This was built in 1925. Don't even do it to yourself. Wait, I seen one that was 468. Another dormant building. These pictures are tiny. These photos are kind of tiny, so you won't really tell. But this one doesn't have the square feet, but it looks like it's a lot more spacious than the last one. Yeah. See the kitchen? The little tiny stove and a little space for the refrigerator. That's all you're getting. You gotta look at the Bronx, bro. Oh, y'all calling me Roto Wave? Yeah, man. I'll let you guys know what fight's coming up, but I don't know why you Like if you're gonna look in this area and you want to live near the park, definitely suggest you looking just above that area, which is actually becoming very expensive too in Harlem. It's actually like if you look at this 499. So this one is half a million, but you get two bedrooms. But you're still, where is this, on 115? So you're about 5 blocks away from the top north area of Central Park, which is basically in Harlem. So you get a two-bedroom, it's 740 square feet. This is a good buy for today's standards. You know, it's a two-bedroom. It got decent square feet. There's small bedrooms, but look at the beautiful windows here. These windows are like kind of good for like New York City standards, I guess. Whatever. This is the first time I ever talked about real estate on here. All right. Anyway, so basically, long story short, you might as well buy yourself something a little bit north. If you're gonna go to the Bronx, you gotta go to, like I said, Riverdale is really nice. It's in the furthest northest part of the Bronx, but Riverdale is nice. You know, Pelham is nice. If you go all the way up in that area of the Bronx, Pelham is nice. Those areas is pretty good. Like the areas just north of or just south of like Westchester, you know? Yeah. Where are you trying to move? Where are you moving from, Giovanni? Where are you currently located at? If you don't mind me asking. SOB said you can get a whole block in Buffalo for those prices. Yeah, New York City is tricky because it's really based on the area. Like, for example, I was riding around in the Bronx yesterday, in the South Bronx area, like my Haven area, which is a really bad area. I was over there by Patterson Houses. Patterson Houses is one of the most dangerous, like, housing developments in the Bronx, right? And then you have Mount Haven Houses that's right there. You got Mitchell. Like I used to live in that area when I was a kid. And right now in that area, they build nothing but new condo buildings surrounding those housing developments. So people are buying these condos in these areas, but you're literally right across the street from like some of the worst projects in New York City. So all these shootings that you see in New York City, these are from those areas. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them are from those areas. So New York City, you got to be very careful and you got to know what you're doing when you're looking for homes and stuff like that because it's very, very, every block is different. What part of Connecticut? All right, so Regis Prograis is doing his reg walk right now, y'all. All right, it was fun. It was fun chatting with you guys about homes. All right, maybe we can revisit that one day, but yeah, let's get back to boxing. Regis Prograis is coming to the ring now. He's coming out first. I have Regis Prograis winning by stoppage. I'm not picking around, but I think Regis Prograis beats him, stops him anywhere between the um 5th and 10th rounds. I think that's pretty fair. I think he hurts him before that though. I think he stops him anywhere between the 5th and 10th rounds. All right. And if it does go the distance, I still think that Regis Prograis win. I'm not giving Zepeda much of a chance of winning, even though he's good and this is a great fight. I don't see Zepeda winning this fight. You know, I rate Prograis. Like I said earlier, you know, if you wasn't here earlier, I think Prograis is just better at everything that he does. They both fight similar, but Prograis is better at everything that they both can do. You know, yeah. SOB said he's a level above Zepeda, and I agree with him. Every category. I think Regis Prograis is just a little bit better. You know. Yeah, mid to late rounds. Mid to late rounds. Keith, my man, appreciate it. I'm tapping in for the main event. I'm here for the best commentary on YouTube. How you been, Wave? Shout out to you for signing my glove at the Hall of Fame weekend. Yo, what's up, my man? Everything is good, man. Had a great time out there that weekend, man. Had a great time. We both had a great time because you was there the whole time too. But thank you for supporting, man. Thank you for coming through. Appreciate you. We have a few Zepeda people in here, though. I know some of y'all are in here. It wasn't many of y'all today, but I seen like 2 or 3 comments that got Zepeda winning this one. I saw the weigh-in though. Zepeda looked in good shape. Like I seen him look in decent shape, but I seen him at the weigh-in yesterday. He looked like he looked strong, you know. He didn't look drained or anything. They both look good at the weigh-in. They both look ready. I actually got nervous because you guys know Zepeda got into a car accident a few days ago. He got into a car accident as he was going to the final press conference, I believe. So I was a little concerned about that. I thought that they might have canceled the fight because there was rumors floating around on social media about him getting into this accident and how he may not be ready for the fight. But he came out and said, like, yo, it was an accident. I didn't get injured at all. You know, everything is cool. You know. Yeah. Jaime Munguia is in Zepeda's corner. Let's get this going. What time is it? It's almost midnight. I said 11:30. I actually hate when the fights start this late. I don't know how you guys could watch this fight and stay up overnight. Aaron, aren't you like from Australia or something like that? I think you're from Australia, right? Make it appreciate it, man. Yeah, I told you guys early this week that I was gonna just commit myself fully today to this channel and just do content all day. I knew there was 3 cards, you know. Yeah, Regis is knocking this dude out. I don't care what y'all said. Regis is going for it, especially because I felt like after the Josh Taylor fight, it's like no one really wanted to fight him. And he kept bouncing around from different, like he literally fought on every major boxing platform. In each fight, it seems like he was on different network. We seen him on Top Rank first. Then we seen him on The Zone, right? Then we was watching him on PBC. Then we was watching him on Triller. Now we're watching him on Fight TV. He's been literally bounced around everywhere. I don't know if that has to do with his fault or his managing. Oh, I don't know what's going on, but this is his best fight since he's fought Josh Taylor. I think all the way up to Josh Taylor, he had good fights consistently. And then after that fight, he just was just fighting like whoever he can get. They was just putting everybody, giving everybody else title opportunities. I still want to see Regis Prograis against Jose Ramirez, though. That should have happened while he was still with Top Rank. That's a fight that I wanted to see back then, you know? But that's a fight I still want to see. But I want to see the other fights, though. I want to see the Teofimo Lopez fight. I want to see all those other fights, you know? Reach has got to pull through for me because I already took a L today with the Zach Parker fight. So Reach has got to pull through for me, man. Damn, they booing him heavy out there. I feel like Regis Prograis is always fighting in somebody else's crowd. Eddie Morales says John Ryder should play the new Wolverine. He actually kind of looks like him a little bit. Was Parker losing when he broke his hand? I felt like at the moment he was. I mean, the fight was really short. It was only 4 rounds. He definitely was losing the last round, but I felt like John Ryder was putting the pressure on him and Parker really wasn't getting off, you know? It just looked like survival tactics really like too early in the fight, you know? Yeah, Jack Catterall definitely got robbed for sure. But I still don't think like I think Josh is going to win the rematch, but I still think it's going to be a tough fight for him. I still think it's gonna be tough in a rematch. All right, here we go. Round 1, baby. Let's go. Round 1. Prograis already starting out with a lot of upper body movement. Just flicking the jab. Prograis lands a jab. Yes, he definitely has the reach disadvantage here between the two. But nothing but jabs between these two so far. You also could see the speed advantage of Prograis too. Nice jab lands for Zepeda. Yeah, Prograis got to step in a little bit more to land, but he has that speed. Prograis doing a good job with his head movement so far. He slipped a good amount of jabs from Zepeda so far. Nice jab and left hand connects for Zepeda. Best punch of the round so far lands for Zepeda. Very, very tactical fight from both so far, showing a lot of respect. Zepeda sneaks in a left to the body and lands a jab up top. Oh, Regis said steps in and lands a left, and they both exchange. Regis lands a left to the body. Zepeda responds with a left up top. Nice little exchange. Feel like they filling each other out. But I know by if not by the second, but maybe by the third round, they just gonna go crazy. They showing a lot of respect right now, but they're gonna get busy real soon. Close round. Very close round. I think Zepeda landed the best shot in the round. And I think he was just a little bit more consistent than Prograis, but it's very, very close though. Prograis had his moments, but I think Zepeda got that round. I'm gonna have to give it 1-0. Jimmy, yeah, Prograis got pretty much shorter arms than everybody. What's up, Arlette? How you doing? I think Prograis is shorter arms than just about everybody he's gonna face. You know, but you can see it clearly with this fight, especially being that they're both southpaws. Zepeda, oh, that's Zepeda. Zepeda didn't connect clean with that exchange, but it was still a nice little exchange. I think he's still landing the best shot early in the round with the left. What's up, young Hollywood? All right, good round, close round, but I give it to Zepeda. 1-0 for Zepeda for me. All right, so we're in the second now. Regis lands a jab. A lot of jabs between the two. We just did a good job, like slipping a lot of the shots, though. But let's see what he does here. Zepeda is being very, very cautious. Another sweeping right hook from Regis. Hasn't connected with that shot yet. Zepeda just flicked and land 2 jabs on Prograis. Nice sweeping right hook from Zepeda. I think Prograis blocked it, but another jab. I feel let me tell you something, man. There's not a lot happening in this fight, but I feel like the first real big left hand one of them lands with, the other fighter is going to get hurt. It's like neither one can make a mistake. Zepeda caught him with another left hand. Yeah, Regis definitely have the better time, the hand speed, but so far the timing of Zepeda has been a little bit sharper so far. So Regis just caught him with the best left hand he's landed in his fight so far. We're about just over under a minute left in the second round. Another close round, but I have Zepeda barely edging it again so far. Zepeda lands a jab. Prograis caught him with a left over the top. 30 seconds left in the second. These are very, very close rounds. Zepeda touches someone with a jab to the body. Very close round. Close round. Nice exchange from both at the end. Very, very, very close round. I think Prograis landed the bigger shot, the biggest shot in the round. Very close round. Very, very close round. I think Prograis edges that round, barely. And I gave Zepeda the first round. No one seems to have any control yet, though. I think they're both being very, very. I'll tell you one thing. This is Zepeda is definitely this is a different Zepeda than the Hank Lundy fight or the Baranchik fight. He's being very, very, very cautious. They both are. They have a lot of respect for each other, you know. So the majority of these punches, not too many power punches thrown from either. But we'll see how long this continues. Very, very technical fight so far. Just waiting to see where these guys are going to really start letting a fist fly. Because I don't think they're going to maintain. Oh, Prograis throws a combination, throws a right hand, caught him with the right hand, but missed with the follow-up shots. He has to be careful, though. He don't want to get caught with a check hook or something, you know? But Prograis just went at him. Nice left hook lands for Prograis. Regis is landing a good amount of jabs this round on top of that. He's having a good round this third round so far. He lands another left cross, another overhand left lands for Prograis. He's starting to land a lot here in this round. He's starting to take over a little bit here. He's starting to come forward. Prograis got to be careful, though. You know, he's coming in a lot with his guard down. You just can't, you know, Prograis, Zepeda's still dangerous. He's having a good round. Prograis steps. I'm sorry. Zepeda steps in and lands a 1-2. 40 seconds left in the third. Prograis lands another left hand. Oh, Zepeda lands a left to the body, but Prograis hit him with a big left hand up top. Zepeda took a lot of hits this round. The fight is starting to pick up now. I think Prograis got a nice rhythm going. But he's been walking into some shots late in this round. But strong, very strong round overall for Rougarou. And he clearly won that round, but he did take some hits too in there, and a lot of nice exchanges between both. No one seems to be really damaged, you know. Both of them seems like they're pretty good. I think Prograis got a little swelling on the side. I can't tell with Zepeda because I can't see his face that well. The corner is telling Zepeda that he's down 3-0. All right. I gave Zepeda the first round, but the corner is telling Zepeda he's down 3-0. All right. Maybe they're just telling him that to get his confidence going. But that was a big round for Regis Prograis. All right, we're in round 4. I have it 2-1 for Prograis. All right. Zepeda steps out, lands 2 jabs back to back. They're starting to cheer for Regis Prograis a little bit here. Slow round so far. Zepeda did connect with a left hand though. Outside of a few jabs, nothing big yet. Had nothing heavy from either. At least nothing clean. Halfway through the 4th round. Prograis just landed another jab. I mean, besides jab, I mean, both of them are landing jabs here and there, but nothing big yet from either side. No exchanges yet in this round as well. Regis is doing a little bit better with the jabs though. He's putting more power, like it's more like a power jab. He's popping Zepeda's head back whenever he lands him. Regis actually went to the body just now, landed a right to the body. I haven't really seen any body shots from either one of them like that outside of jabs. Want to see more because both of them are capable of it, but I've seen Regis go to the body a lot more. Nice left hook from Zepeda, caught Regis Prograis, and they go into another exchange. And I think Zepeda is now bleeding from his right eye from one of those shots. I think the right hook caught him. Zepeda actually landed the best shot, but then Regis responded and just now he's been now he landed a few heavy shots at the end of that. Zepeda landed the first shot, but then when they went into the exchange, Regis landed more, and Zepeda is now bleeding from the right eye. I give that round to Regis. Another Regis round for me, 3-1. Hold on, let me just back out for this. I think I might be like a little bit Fine, because I have this play in for so long. But yeah, I got Regis winning 3-1. What do you guys got? 3-1 Regis, 3-1 Regis, 2-1 Chon, Zepeda 2-1. Oh, those are the earlier rounds. All right. All right. Billy got 2-2. All right. Cool, cool, cool. 3-1 for me. Fight is picking up a little bit. They're showing the exchange now. Yeah, Regis got the better of them in that exchange. Now that they sold it slow. So we're in the 5th round. What did he say? Did he just say Zepeda for 1 round since May of 2021? Did I hear that correctly? That's definitely not true. If that's what he said. Another couple jabs lands for Prograis. Prograis is the one that's coming forward. He's been coming forward for the last round or two. He's coming forward and he's starting to put a lot of pressure on Zepeda here. I think that was another thing that I had concerns about Zepeda going into this fight in his gas tank in the later rounds. Combination lands for Prograis. He lands a right to the body as well. Starting to put a lot of pressure on Zepeda here. He lands a right hook. And he's starting to land that will now. He hasn't landed anything heavy this round, but it seems like Zepeda's punch output is, he's not matching Prograis. Prograis is outworking him right now. Nice jab from Prograis. Prograis showing a lot of head movements. He's going to the body. He threw another combination to the body. Backs up Zepeda. Another combination from Prograis and Zepeda ties up. 30 seconds left in the 5th round. All Prograis this round. Nice combo lands for Zepeda. Best combo all around. And Zepeda, Regis Prograis goes right back at him. See, that's what I was talking about, just like Prograis gets hit with a good shot and he doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. So when he gets hit with a good shot, like he's winning the entire round, right? Clearly. Zepeda lands a good shot near the end, and Regis Prograis kind of just charges at him. And that is one of the issues that I said in a breakdown that I'm a little bit concerned about. He got to be careful, because even though he's up, he's definitely clearly winning. I've given him every round since the first. I think some of you got Zepeda winning 2 rounds, but you're fighting a guy with power. You still got to be careful. Zepeda on the other end, his punch output is just not matching Regis Prograis right now. And he's just going to have to throw more. He's going to have to take some chances here because Regis Prograis is working off a rhythm right now. And the last thing you want is for him to keep going every round at this rhythm. Like, you got to do something to disrupt this rhythm he has. That's exactly what Josh Taylor did. Regis Prograis, even though he was a shorter guy and he's a smaller guy, he was kind of outboxing Josh Taylor early, and Taylor started to make it a physical phone booth fight. I don't know if Zepeda's capable of doing that. I don't think he is, but he needs to just make some sort of adjustment so Regis Prograis can slow it down. Because Prograis right now is just coming forward as if he's fighting someone that doesn't have the power that Zepeda has. Like, he doesn't show like, right? He don't have the same respect he had in the first 2 rounds, and it's continuing here. Zepeda's, he's throwing, but he's not throwing anything hard, or landing anything hard. Regis is just coming. He's bouncing. He's moving his upper body. He's doing what he normally do. Zepeda's catching on with some good shots here. So, and he's at least so far this round, we're almost halfway through the 6th. So he's having a decent round so far. Prograis is actually bleeding from his nose a little bit. It's probably Zepeda's best round since the 2nd. One minute left in the 6th round. Thirty seconds left. Closest round since the 2nd, in my opinion. Could be a Zepeda round. I think that's a Zepeda round. Zepeda was more consistent that round. Regis took a lot of unnecessary punches in that round. Even though he was still marching forward, he took a lot of unnecessary shots and didn't really land anything big. So I'm giving that round to Zepeda. All right. I think he's still in control, but took too many punches in that round, in my opinion. The commentators are 100% pro Regis. Yeah, I'm not even listening to them because I have the volume a little down, or I can't hear them over me talking, but no surprise. All right, I have it 4 rounds of 2 for Prograis. I gave the 1st and the 6th to Zepeda. All right. Based on the punch stats they have on the screen, Regis is landing more, thrown more, higher percentage, 22% to 17%, but he's thrown like over 100 more punches, I think. And I think that's part of the problem here. Zepeda is actually putting on a defensive fight. It's just, if his punch output was a little bit more, it'd be more competitive. But it still is somewhat competitive, though. No one's gotten hurt yet. No one's gotten hurt. No one's gotten dropped. Zepeda's having a decent round here, though. Nice exchange from both. You know, whenever they exchange, they'll throw like one or two punches, like two or three punches each, and then they'll just back right out. Like they haven't like gone to war yet, you know? They still have a lot of respect, and it's been a boxing match. Nice 1-2 lands for Zepeda, and Regis goes right back at him again. Whenever he gets connected, whenever he connects with a good shot or good combo, Regis just kind of charges right at him. Nice right hook lands for Zepeda. Zepeda lands a right to the body. Zepeda's having a decent round here again. Prograis seeming to slow down a little bit. Zepeda lands another left. Prograis starting to look a little sloppy here in this round. I don't know what the commentators are saying, but Prograis not looking that good this round. Lands a big left hand, though, right there. Zepeda responds with a short left hand. Another left hand, another big left hand lands for Prograis. I'm giving Zepeda that round. You know, I think Regis Prograis finished strong with the two big left hands at the end, but I think Zepeda was winning the round leading up to that, you know. Yeah, Prograis slowed down a little bit the last two rounds for me, you know. I have it 4 rounds to 3. Still, Zepeda's still in a fight. I have it 4 rounds to 3. They just put up a stat for Prograis on record after 7 rounds, and his record is 4 wins, 1 loss, obviously to Josh Taylor, and 1 KO. So that could mean something as far as Regis, as far as his knockouts in the later end of his. He's not a knockout artist on the later end of his fights. I think the commentary is saying that Zepeda's corner is telling him that he's winning the fight. Nice nice left hand over the top for Prograis lands. Zepeda got to go back to what he was doing earlier this fight. You know, I know his nose is bleeding and everything. It's probably affecting his breathing, but he needs to go back because Zepeda is starting to, you know, gain his confidence a little bit. Nice left hand lands for Regis Prograis, pops Zepeda's head back. But Regis got to go back into a mode where he's putting in the pressure and just walking down and being comfortable, you know, because Zepeda is back to himself, you know. Nice jab for Zepeda. Halfway through the 8th round, Regis Prograis lands another overhand left and another one right behind it. He's been on point with those, but he won't overdo it. I'm still wondering why we haven't seen much body punches from neither fighter, especially Regis Prograis. You know, this is a guy that's hurt fighters to the body. Surprised I'm not seeing it here. He lands another jab. He's starting to pick it up here. Last minute in the 8th round here, and Regis Prograis is starting to get a nice rhythm going again. He's right, backs up Zepeda. He caught him with a left hand and has Zepeda against the ropes. Hold on, let me look up something, man, because I keep hearing them talk about Zepeda's 2-year layoff. And I'm trying to figure out if that's really true. I don't remember him being out the ring for that long. He beat Jose Vargas last year in October. Okay, even though that was one round. Okay, I guess they were right. So he hasn't been that active. He's been out for a year. And then he went 10 rounds with Hank in May. Okay. Okay. So they're not really counting the one rounder he had for Jose Vargas. I get it. I get it. What are you guys arguing about in the comments? Now I gave Ridges that last round. I have it 5-3 for Prograis. Aaron has it 4-4. Billy has it 5-3. I have it 5-3. We're in the ninth round. Guess looks like no one's been hurt, and it's been at the same pace. I was expecting a knockout from Prograis, and he's landed the right shots to do it, but he hasn't really had any phase on Zepeda as far as like the power is concerned. Not yet, at least. Oh, Regis Prograis landed a left hand over the top, but Zepeda did a good job rolling the punch. He didn't catch the full effect of it. It was just so quick. He really went for that shot. Prograis doing a lot of dancing and a lot of showboating, but fight is still like competitive in my opinion. I mean, Zepeda's losing a fight, but it's not like he's getting blown out. Another jab. Regis is feeling it this round. He's definitely feeling it this round. I haven't got anything from Zepeda this round so far. Another left hand. Prograis landing two left hands in a row. It's so much more he can do that he's not doing. And he's just landing another left hand. He's really starting to put pressure on Zepeda now. He has him on the ropes. He had him cornered. He did go to the body once, but it seemed like the only time he's gone to the body in this fight is when he had him on the ropes. 30 seconds left in the ninth. Regis Prograis is having one of his best rounds in a fight so far. But I still was expecting a little bit more from him, especially when it comes to going to the body. Another combination lands for Regis Prograis. Zepeda catches him to the body. A lot of wrestling, a lot of wrestling around. This final minute, but Zepeda's getting some shots in here on the inside. Regis responds with body shots, and they punch each other after the bell. Very, very big round for Regis Prograis. I mean, he landed multiple power shots that round. I have it scored 6-3 for Prograis. All right. Let me know what you guys got it scored so I can see everybody's scorecards. I want to see what you guys think on this fight. which is starting to look like it's going to go the distance. I mean, Prograis had his moments where he tried to hurt Zepeda, but Zepeda has been in the fight the entire fight. So let me know in the everyone that's here, please. Oh, if you haven't already, please hit that like button, smash that like button if you haven't already. Do me that favor. But let me know what you guys got on the card so far. Andrew says 7 rounds to 2. I'm assuming Prograis. Aaron, 5 rounds to 4 for Prograis. Billy, 6 rounds to 3 for Prograis. All right. Ralph has an 8 to 1 for Prograis. Prograis comes out, shoots 2 jabs. Nice 1-2 from Prograis. Tell you one thing, Zepeda's been doing a good job not, just rolling with the punch and not taking a full effect. Oh, they both trade left hands, and Zepeda hit him with the harder shot. It looked like Zepeda's left hand hurt Prograis. It hit him, it connected more clean. I think Prograis might have got a little hurt from that shot. I think he playing it off, but I think that hurt him. Prograis got him on the ropes now, and he's going to his body. I think that shot hurt him, but Zepeda is the one that's holding, so I'm a little confused. I think Regis Prograis is actually bleeding from his ear right now. Now Regis Prograis is going at him. I don't know who took the shot better. It looked like it was Prograis that got hurt more, but the way that Zepeda is holding on, he seemed to be more bothered by the exchange. Oh, now they're really just going at it, y'all. But they're both tired. But Prograis is getting off way more punches here, especially to the body. This is the phone booth fight that we've been waiting on all fight. But they both look gassed. I like to see that in slow-mo to see exactly who took the better shot there. But it looks like Prograis is just totally outworking Zepeda right now. 40 seconds left in the 10th round. Who's hurt? Who's hurt? Who's hurt? I don't think anybody's hurt right now, but I do feel like Zepeda is the one that's holding more. Maybe just out of being tired. 20 seconds left in the 10th. Zepeda comes back, lands a combo. Oh, big right hand lands for Prograis after he took a body shot from Zepeda. Best round in the fight so far. A lot of action. All right. Big round. Big round. Big round. Big round. Big round. Regis Prograis round for sure, though. But I mean, Zepeda got off too. Zepeda landed some good shots. Hopefully, they show the replay to see exactly, you know what I'm saying, who connected with the bigger shot in that first exchange they had. They're showing a replay now. Hold on. Yeah, Regis Prograis got caught. Like I was right. But Prograis kept coming at him, though. Yeah, but it was. Yeah, Zepeda landed the best punches in that exchange, but Regis Prograis outworked him for the rest of the round. Good round. That was the best round of the fight. We're in the 11th round now. They both look tired, though. They look tired. They still fighting, but they both, you can tell. Nice jab from Prograis. Another left hand lands for Prograis. Both exchange jabs. Zepeda caught. Yeah, Prograis hurt him with a left, and he's getting held up by the ropes, ref. That's a knockdown. Prograis stops him. Prograis stops him in the 11th round. Prograis stops him in the 11th round. To be honest, the ref should have counted. If you get hit with a shot and you're being held up by the ropes, I mean, Zepeda's arm was literally around the ropes. That's a knockdown. It should have been a knockdown and should have counted him. You know what I'm saying? But he let it continue while, Zepeda was out on his feet and Prograis just finished him. And that was that. But if let me know what you guys think in the comments, because it is what it is. A knockout is a knockout. He got knocked out. But what I'm saying is, when he eventually was on the ropes, the ref took way too long to jump in. When you get hit like that and you fall against the ropes and you're literally, his arm was over the ropes and his behind was in between the second and third rope. If you're literally almost about to fall out the ring and you let the fighter continue punching on you as you're like barely up, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I think that the ref should have stopped it or at least counted him. But, it is what it is. Regis got the knockout. All right, they're going to show the replay real quick. Boom. So Regis hit him with the biggest left hand, right? It looked like Zepeda's still in it, but he backs up. Regis go again. At that point, when his arm is around the rope like that, the ref should have stopped it, but he let him continue and get pummeled, and he had no choice but to stop it at that point. I think the right thing to do would have been to give him a count. That's what I'm saying. I don't think the ref did the best job at that ending, but Regis stopped him, Good stoppage. I didn't even think we were going to get the way that this fight was going. I didn't even think we was going to get a stoppage. I figured that Rougarou was just going to go to a decision. At least I got my money. At least I got my money, man. Good fight. It was a good fight. Especially the last 2 rounds, it really picked up. It was a pretty good fight. It was a good fight. And Regis Prograis is now WBC champ at 140. All right. It's 2-time champ at 140. Yeah, Prograis was just winning. It's the work rate and it's also they're showing the punch stats. It's the work rate and it's the accuracy on top of that. It was just too much for Zepeda, but it was a good fight. It was a pretty good fight. I think the most excited fight for me today was the Warley Gorman 3 round. I know it was only 3 rounds, but that was the most excited one of the day for me. That fight it's only 3 rounds, but it was a fun 3 rounds that we got, you know? All right, they're gonna interview Prograis real quick. Hold on. We can't hear him. The mic is off. Listen, first off, before I say anything, I want to congratulate Jose Zepeda. That dude is tough. Bro, he came to fight. He probably gave me one of the hardest fights. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, this dude is tough, bro. You so tough, bro. I got so much respect for you. And you prepared me to get this belt and to hold this belt. So I congratulate you. All the best for you, bro. Don't stop. I feel like you still gonna be a world champion. You, bro. Show them a lot of respect. I'm not even gonna lie.
Regis, what do you think was the key to winning this fight?
Man, you know what? At first I wanted to come out and box him. But then I started, in probably maybe the second or third round, I started catching my rhythm and I started walking apart a little bit. And that, I think that caught him off guard. But then after that, he caught on to that. After he caught on to that, so then my coach told me, go ahead and box him again, run into some shots. And what it was, the 10th round, 11th round, right? 11. So I know I trained hard. We trained. I told you we trained for like 6 months for this. I felt like just take him to the deep waters and drown him. Take him to the deep waters, put his foot on it, and bring him under with him.
Yes, Zepeda said in the fight meeting that you didn't know how hard he hits and that he's faster than you think he was. Do you agree with that?
I definitely agree with it. Listen.
I mean, I'm not trying to like underestimate Zepeda and everything, but Zepeda looked better. Even in defeat, he still looked better than what I seen in his last 2 fights. I mean, well, I'm not calling the Josue Vargas fight. I'm talking about the Baranchik fight. Even though the Baranchik fight was like a fight of the year for 2020, defensively it wasn't a great fight. I mean, he was literally getting hit with everything that Baranchik. He went to war and slugged it out with Baranchik. And then the Hank Lundy fight, it was just like he was getting hit with every left hand that Hank threw, and Hank was way past it at that time. Hank didn't even look well in that fight. I'm talking about like physically, he just didn't look good. Regis is saying, he doesn't have to say their name no more. Yes, you do. Because then nobody's going to really want to fight you, bro. I still don't believe that people are going to want to fight him. There's going to be other champions. I don't think people are going to like be sitting here calling him out. I mean, I think he's wrong when it comes to that. I don't think that, let's see who's at the division right now as far as champions. I mean, if you want, he could try to unify. You got Josh Taylor. Is Josh Taylor who? I thought Josh Taylor only had 1 belt. It's saying here that he has 2. He has the IBF and the WBO. WBC is now for Regis. And Alberto Puello. Yeah, I don't know. This needs to be updated. Yeah, this needs to be updated. This list here on BoxRec. All right. Well, look, I know. I know a lot of y'all saying Teofimo Lopez, but Teofimo got to get through his next opponent. You know what I'm saying? So we see if Teofimo beats Sandor Martin. I would love to see him fight Regis Prograis. But I want to see if he can at least beat Sandor Martin first, because that's a tough fight. But I can't wait to see Josh Taylor fight Catterall to see how that goes. But right now, 140 is a toss-up, you know. And Josh Taylor might not even stay at the division. You know, I don't know if he's going to end up moving up. So we'll see. Anyway, listen, good fight. I'll probably talk about it early in the morning. You know, I'll probably just wrap out everything that's covered, you know, cover everything that's happened tonight. And just be on the lookout for the Chocolatito Estrada 3. And I will do a video on Fury against Chisora 3. Even though we don't need a third fight. I'll probably just do a breakdown anyway, you know. I don't think Regis Prograis loses to Tank unless Tank finds a way to talk him into coming down to 135 and him draining himself. But yeah, nah, I don't think Regis loses to. There's nobody at 135 currently that I feel would beat Regis Prograis unless they prove themselves at 140 first. Like, I don't think that there's any of those guys that can just go up to 140 and beat Regis Prograis in their first fight up there. You know, I think if anyone has the best chance of doing it, I mean, I know this is going to sound crazy because he hasn't even had a fight yet at 135, but I would say Shakur Stevenson, just because I think even though Regis is a bigger guy and a bigger puncher, I think that Stevenson has all the boxing talent advantages over him. Haney, question mark. Tank, question mark. Ryan, question mark. Not really sure. You know, I just don't know yet. I don't know what the rest of these guys yet. I don't think I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Haney beats Regis Prograis at 149. You know, I got to see what they can do at 140. I just don't know yet. I'm still waiting on Ryan. You know, I know Ryan picked up a couple wins, but he fought some really fighters. Like, look, he fought, who did he fight at 140? You know, I was saying this earlier. He fought Emmanuel Tago and a blown up Javier Fortuna. Nah, I don't want those guys to go up there and fight Regis Prograis. I don't even want Teofimo Lopez to fight Regis Prograis. Sandor Martin will give us some kind of idea on whether or not he even belongs up there. But Sandor Martin is a different threat because Sandor is just, you got to deal with his skills. Regis, you got to deal with his skills, and you got to deal with his power. So before Teofimo Lopez before we even have that conversation, I want to see if Regis Prograis, if Teofimo Lopez power really matches up at 140 against a real 140 power, a real 140 pounder. I just don't know yet. You know? Anyway, I'm going to get on out of here, man. I'm tired. It's been a long day with you guys. I've been on here twice today, 4 hours each. So I will see you guys. I'll probably do a quick recap in the morning. And I'm out of here, all right? Shout out to everyone that supported today. All the donators, all the people that hit the like button, share the video, retweeted, whatever, you know. Appreciate all of that. If you are new, please hit that subscribe button, subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good night. Peace.